Good afternoon and welcome back to the Rising SUPERSTREAM. How are you guys doing today? Um, I have for us today two recently released VR games that I've been hotly anticipating but have not touched, both of which reviewed quite well, so I'm really excited to get my hands on these guys. We've got Falcon Age first, and then after we've got another dope game called Ghost Giant. A friend of mine actually did some voice acting in that, so I'm hoping I hear him. I wanted to put out a little PSA for anyone remotely interested in VR stuff because a lot of people have been asking me my thoughts on the Nintendo Labo VR set and when I was going to stream it or if I had plans to stream it. So, just FYI, I'm not trying to shit on anyone, but I actually cannot stream it since the device has to be in the headset. It can't be in the dock at the same time. So unfortunately, there will be no way for me to stream it. There was a small company in Japan that did like a video out mod for the Switch, but they shut down like a couple months back. And I mean, it was really expensive anyway. I couldn't afford it. You basically had to buy a new Switch plus the shipping plus the actual cost of work. So just FYI, it's not actually streamable. So yeah. Also, I haven't played it yet. My girlfriend and I split the basic set because she was also excited to play it. I think we're both really excited for the Mario and Zelda stuff. And we haven't had a chance to sit down and build it together because she wants to. We split it. She wants to build it too. So yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen. I'm especially excited for the Mario and Zelda stuff since I hear a lot of the pack-in content feels a little... It feels tech demo-y, but fun is kind of what I hear. I hear, like... We bought the smaller set that just comes with the gun. And I hear the gun one's probably the best of the bunch. I hear, like, the elephant and the bird are kind of, like, dicey in terms of quality. Like the first Labo set, the Variety Kit, sort of like that one, where people were really kind of mixed on the quality of the mini games in that. So, Cody Jones says, just have the webcam on and describe everything you see. Oh God, it is a shame that there isn't really a way for me to get video out of it. Like, I doubt. I mean, I wonder if you can even use the Switch's share button while you're playing those titles in that mode. Like, if they'll even let you. Nintendo's like not 100% consistent on their games and like share button usage. This is just my personal sentiment. I kind of feel like they don't want you to use the share button when the game has a chance of looking bleh. For example, in Xenoblade 2, I think even after all the patches, you can't hit the share button immediately after or during quick travel because like the way Xenoblade 2 works. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but like right after they put a priority on you getting to where you need to go quickly. So Xenoblade 2 will often load into the environment with like textures not loaded at all, and they'll quickly load in as you start playing. So they just forbid you from ever showing that to anyone. So I don't know if you'd even be able to in the VR kit, but I will damn well try. So PK Something says, surely you could stream the Labo VR if you stick two GoPro cameras to your eyeballs. Yeah, if they were on my eyeballs and I had enough video inputs for my computer, then certainly I could. If I were actually motivated, right? I thought about it and I don't think there's a reasonable way to stream it. So because I do like streaming the Labo stuff a lot, I think it's really fun, but it's just not. I just don't think it's gonna work out. Yeah, so thank you, Spiral Power. I also like my haircut. I shaved today too, so I'm feeling a little good. I cut myself, but it's not showing up, so I don't have to be embarrassed. Is it there? Whatever. Don't look. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Dodge and Dust said, you have streaming Joker. We have a Smash stream on our schedule. Have you seen the video Nintendo released on him and on version 3, or are you going to watch those at the start of the stream? So I did actually watch the video pretty much immediately because I was just curious. I was so curious. I wanted to see the Memento stage too, and it's amazing. The Memento stage is awesome. But I haven't played as him. I haven't even downloaded the update. My Switch may have auto-downloaded the update, but I haven't checked. I think I have to go to the store and download Joker as well. I think he's like a DLC item, right? I bought the season pass, so I'm fine, but I need to actually go a step further. But yeah, we're gonna be streaming that. We're gonna play Falcon Age at some point too, but we're gonna be streaming Smash. Let me just check. Yeah, 1 week from today. 1 week and 1 hour, or 1 week and 30 minutes. 6 p.m. Saturday the 27th. We have a sponsored Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream. It is not sponsored by Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is also not sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. I got an offer for Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was like, eh. It was like a baseball themed thing, and I was like, eh, no. What is that? What even is that store? It's I guess it's American, because I'm not familiar, but yeah, I got a better offer than that, so. Yeah, no, I don't really have, I mean, I have thoughts on the trailer for Joker, which is he looks great and he looks pretty fun. Having to flip between two different play styles seems like, it makes him seem like one of the more intricate characters. I mean, not a lot of characters in Smash are particularly intricate anyway, but he seems to be a little more intricate just because you have to really pay attention to that. He seems really strong at a glance. He seems to have a lot of good options just from what I saw in the trailer. So I'm keen to get my hands on him. When we do that stream, I'm gonna do like training and probably maybe classic mode and spirit board, and then when I'm feeling confident that I'm MLG, then we'll go online. So yeah. PK something says that he reckons that he's super powerful, but not on the level of Launch, Cloud, or Bayo. Yeah, those were ridiculous. Are you gonna watch the Raising Kratos series coming to PlayStation's YouTube? I might actually. That sounds like an interesting miniseries, depending on who's in it. So, okay. One more question. I want to play this game, and I realize I haven't done anything. So, one more question. Have you heard of Baba Is You? Yes, it's so fucking good. I haven't. I say it's so fucking good, which is misleading. Makes it sound like I've played it. I have not played it yet. But it's so awesome. The concept is so good. I've seen trailers of it. I know how it plays. It's rad. It's like actually so cool. My girlfriend and I send each other any Baba Is You memes we see online. Like there was this one picture that was like Baba with knife is angry, and he just had this little knife and he was angry. But it's funny because that's how the game works. And what was the other one? Baba is horny. That was the other one. I'm like, oh my god, don't make Baba horny. Don't do that. But that game's actually really sick. If I'm not mistaken, that came out of a game jam. What a hell of a concept to come up with at a game jam and be able to land like that. Really cool game. It's on the Switch. I'm not sure it's on PC yet, but yeah, really dope game. I definitely recommend people check that out. Basically, like, it's top-down game where you move a little rabbit-like character, Baba, who is not horny. You move Baba around a grid, and the rules of the game exist within the grid. So, for example, like, there can be a tile that says Baba, and it's a little circle that says Baba in it. And then the next tile says is, and the third tile says you in a little circle. And what Baba Is You means is you are Baba. You get to play as Baba. And what you can do is you can move around and you can slide, you can bump blocks. So you could bump Baba out of the way and put another block in there. So suddenly, door is you. Suddenly you're the door. Now you're playing as the door, and you get to move the door around the map. Or Baba is, etc. You can swap out either side. It kind of like plays into like logic puzzles and stuff. It's really neat. One of the levels they showed in the trailer, like there's like a big thing of lava going through the middle of the map, and I think you have to make the lava you, so you could walk the lava off the side of the screen and then switch back to Baba and go across. So yeah, give me 1 sec and I will get started. Yeah, sorry, I see a message just got blocked. I have Twitch's auto mod stuff on like pretty high because I don't want to deal with some of the awful things people say, and like sometimes it catches stuff that's just not meant to be caught. So yeah, sorry that got caught, but what are you gonna do? It should be okay now. I like Twitch's auto mod settings. They have like in your channel management settings, it's like literally a bar, and you can just drag it up. Like, do you want it? And like, there's a bunch of different ones. There's like identity, vulgarity. God, there's like 3 or 4. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've checked them, but I just grab the bars and just. It helps a lot, honestly. You know, the vulgarity one I think I left low though. Even though this is a Christian stream, I think that's the one that I left low. Okay, so we're gonna hop into the virtual world, and we're gonna check out Falcon Age. Give me 1 sec. My cleaning cloth is here. Do not pay attention to the out of world over there. Cleaning cloth. Okay, cool. Falcon Age. This is by Outer Loop Games. I believe this is their first release. Their new studio, I believe, based in Seattle. Big shout outs to Eka at Outer Loop Games. I believe he is the director of this game, but I can't quite recall. He passed me a review key, so I did not pay for this game. Shout outs for the review key. Super nice of them. That was at request as well, by the way. I did go out of my way for this because I am excited to play it. This came out a few weeks ago, two or 3 weeks ago. It's available on PlayStation 4. I don't think it's available on PC yet. I imagine it's coming, but I'm not totally sure. Also, for anyone who is interested, a lot of people don't know this, but this game is actually also playable without VR, with the DualShock. So, if this does jump out at you, because I've seen some people say on Twitter that they like it, but they don't have a VR set, you actually can play it without a VR set. So, just FYI, it's an option. Okay, let me grab my headphones. And thank you again for letting me indulge in VR streams. I know not everyone loves these things, and that's fair. Not everything's gonna please everyone, but I enjoy them, and that's what counts. Okay, it's looking good on the screen. Let me just recenter myself over here. So I'm gonna be sitting a little distance away from the computer and everything, so that we have proper space for the motion controllers. You can see my dope Fortnite shirt, which I will never take off. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, cool. I'll pop back out in a minute or so we can just check and make sure settings are all good. Falcon Age. Here we are. Story mode. Let's go. I feel like I'm a little tall right now. No, okay, I look like I'm sort of in the right spot. God, the baby bird's so cute. These guys have been tweeting out the developers that is, have been tweeting out like videos and GIFs of this game since like a year ago or something, more than a year ago, since forever, because they know they got something cool. Oh, I got the wrong hands. It's so neat having the birds on your hand. So I'm still on the default controls, which is jumping around. Once we get through the tutorial, I'll fiddle with those, but I can check right now if there's subtitles. Options, controls. Okay, yeah, no subtitles, so. Or maybe it's just for that thing there. I'll check after for other controls. Dispense food. Munch up.
507. Proceed to reorientation.
Okay, and we gotta rotate. So I know you can also play this with a DualShock 4 and move around smoothly. So maybe during the stream we'll experiment with the different control settings. I like that. Whose pet is that? Which developers are these? This has got to be just the team's pets. It must be. That's super cute.
Felicitations.
Oh, Felicitations, 0507. Isn't it a splendid day? I'd feel fortunate if I wasn't you. Not even the brilliant minds of the Outer Ring Company can come up with a way to fully replace human labor.
Be grateful.
You are special. You are somehow still useful. Somehow still useful. Like I would be replaced if they could. To prepare you for even more exciting responsibilities off-planet, where everyone else in the colony has journeyed weeks ago, let us begin with part 15 of Reorientation. Oh, look at that! This little dialogue wheel down there, that actually controls really well. Just spinning this? That's super clever. The text UI in general is really good. I like how like each letter comes in one at a time. Looks really good. Like not reinventing the wheel with the way text is written out, but this thing's dope. Let's go with whatever. Not like I have a choice. Now I'll ask you a series of basic questions. Please answer them correctly, and we can both begin our journey to a better place. What makes for a good citizen? Yeah, well. I wonder what this game's talking about. Let's go with I have no idea. Whatever.
Good.
What makes for a good community? Yeah, he's not even... Yeah, he's not really responding to my answers, so... What makes for a good civilization? Let's just get to the manual labor. You have earned outdoor time. What fun. You will enjoy sunshine, exercise, and a chance to serve our great community. Go outside and collect ore, 0507. Okay, let me just check on the stream, now that it's been a minute or two. How's things? Can you guys hear okay? Is audio fine? Is sound okay? While you guys are answering that, I will fiddle with the controls and we'll see see what we got. So teleport in VR, I can turn that off. VR run speed, that's cool. Allow VR strafe. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm just gonna go wild. Smooth turn speed, well, we'll see how fast you turn. Snap turn off. Blink for snap turns off. Turn off run when stopped. I don't know what that is. Run might be a toggle then. Baton button is toggle. Controller motion headlock. I don't know what that even means. Oh shit. I hit quit. Don't quit, please. Okay, so let's see what we got now. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a really fast, smooth movement. Like, holy shit. Some people are gonna get sick playing like that. That's dope. Sounds decent, maybe a bit louder. Game could be louder? Okay, I will crank the game up a little. Admittedly, it's still set up for Sekiro, which is a little on the quiet side, so. Man, before VR headsets came out, I was like very much in agreement with like the development community's, you know, thoughts, like shared thoughts that like people get sick when you try to move them smoothly in VR. And I still think it's very much true for people who haven't played VR games, but when you get used to it, you can totally take it. We got one pouch and one hammer. What's this over here? Are you a thing? You may not be a thing. I just bumped the microphone, which probably sounded great, so. Okay, that's where the ore goes. There's like a big elevator over there. The world seems fairly large. Here's our rocks. Press T, well, over hammer to equip. Where's my hammer? Oh, there it is. There we go. Nice. Oh, it just went right into my bag. That's cool. Okay, so you just interact with your bag to open that up too. We got our objective markers here. Cool. Does it always jump automatically? That's cool. Yeah, well, this is the VR experience. Do manual labor in VR. Of course, this game is all about being subservient, and I'm sure that'll never change, so this is probably what you're gonna get. Oh my god, I'm just hitting everything in this room. I don't know if you guys heard that. Just slam the desk. Okay, so he wants me to go back to the ore deposit now. God, you move really quick when you zip around like this. Super good. Is there a quick way to put away my gear? Yeah, triangle puts away your gear. Oh, to the ore deposits. My god, I wish I could read. Literacy is a gift we were not all blessed with. Now he wants to go to the ore bins. Okay, well. Get this last one. Amazing. Oh, I think I know what that option was, actually. I'm actually going to tweak one option then. Controller motion headlock. I think I want this. I think what that is... No, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Okay. When you walk in this game, you walk in the direction your move controller is pointing. So you see the move... I don't know if you guys see the move controller. Hopefully you do. See, if I turn it this way, I go that way. I would rather it be to the head. Maybe there's a setting for that I missed, but whatever. I can only spend so much time in the options menu. Great. Oh, we got a little pointer over there. Great. I dropped that. Oh my god. How embarrassing. Like, just, we gotta... It's nice that if you drop it, it just pops back into your inventory.
Activity time is over. Return to your cell.
That's my day. Where are the falcons at? Man, I already feel bad for that baby falcon, though. Because you know that mother falcon, or father falcon, or whatever, just isn't gonna last. That thing's got a lifespan of maybe half of a cutscene left. Not much more than half. Oh my god, don't punch the falcon. Yeah, there we go. Jesus, was that even half a cutscene?
Security alert. Remain in...
Wake up! Oh no, I hope he's okay.
Marker 0507.
He's so
Time for
cute.
nourishment.
I had, I guess it would have been sometime last year. There was a bird in the neighborhood that, cover hand, I guess, with that cloth. There was a bird in the neighborhood that I saw slam into a window at some house, and I went and picked it up off the ground, and he came into my hand, and I, like, nursed him back a little. It was really cute. Oh, hand to face. I wish I could read. Look at that. There's a little rumble as he grabs on. Oh, and look, he like switches fingers to whichever one's the most elevated. Can he go on the pinky? Oh yeah, of course. Look at him, he's so cute. Stroke bird's head. Look, he likes
Marker
it.
0507. Proceed to reorientation.
Can I give him a kiss? Mwah. And get in there. Look at the cute inside of him. Actually, he's just really adorable. I really like how he hops from finger to finger like that. Oh, and onto my arm. Neat. And I just gotta whistle to make him come back. That's dope. Yeah, you stay... Are you coming? You're... Okay, whatever. You do you, I guess.
Salutations.
Salutations, 0507. It is a lovely day somewhere in the universe. Not here. I'm sure we both want to be where everyone else is, don't we? This planet has nothing, after all. It is primitive and backwards, and there are birds who will destroy your friends. Let's start today's reorientation. When he says destroy your friends, I wonder if he means the robots, and if he actually is friends with them. Let's go with whatever again. I'll do another interview, I guess. I will ask you another series of questions. These will be easier than the last. Please answer them correctly so that I can expedite our departure. Is your face twitching? Ignore that, 0507. Focus on the questions. What is the best way to be good? Disrupt. Question everything. Hey. What is your one responsibility as a citizen? Don't care. Can we just get to the manual labor already? Good enough, 0507. A few more reorientation sessions and we might finally leave this place. You have earned outdoor time for your cooperation. Go outside and break rocks, 0507. Remember, the ore is more important than you or me. Jesus. What a shit place to live. I mean, I guess the place isn't the problem. It's the ruling faction. Okay, we got our hammer. Now, I saw that little plant up there before. So let's see if we can't slam. Do I need the bird in my hand to do that? Oh no, I can just point. I see. Fetch pepper. Go! I wish I had these commands in real life. Nice. So is this explosive? How are we gonna... I like this pouch. Works well. I guess I should still mine it. Should make it look like I'm doing the right thing. Triangle? Yeah, there we go. Kill! Please. Oh, there he is. I like how there's a little white blur for when he's behind other objects, so you can tell. Oh my god. How horrible. And we get a little meat. Oh my god, it's in the shape of the rabbit. Look at that. It's like a little rabbit head. Cook it for a minor health increase. Red pepper, cook it for a minor health boost. Okay. Oh yeah, when you're in the menu, everything pauses. So is that interactable again? Oh, it actually is. Well, you can go get another pepper, and we'll go find more stuff to hunt and kill. There we go. These controls are actually super intuitive. Just like the U hand and the Falcon hand works really well. I imagine eventually the buttons on this controller are going to get occupied with like more Falcon commands, but right now it's really just like aim the Falcon and call the Falcon. So we still have. Oh yeah, we had some spare ore yesterday, but I guess we didn't get to keep that. So let's like pretend we still care about our job. We've all been there before. Man, you know, I like doing QA. It was fun working at IDOS and THQ, and I've done some independent QA since. It's enjoyable. But one of my least favorite QA experiences, and this is like universal whenever you're working at a big company, is when you've just shipped a game and you end up on post-release for that game. Post-release is like by far the least fun QA experience, because it's like, didn't we already finish this game? Especially when it's not like a service game or something where there's like gonna be a lot of interesting new content. Like I did post-release QA for Homefront, THQ's amazing Call of Duty clone, and that was the most boring time. I also did it. Actually, I was assigned to do it on OnLive, the old streaming service that shut down, which is my main experience with OnLive. And I guess it was like fairly impressive for the time, but in practice it was just like, hey, you're just gonna play a laggier version of Homefront that's already finished. Sorry, okay, I gotta return the hammer, right? Sorry. There we go. I wonder if this is building up to like you figuring out how to break out on your own. I always find that neat in games where they have like a life cycle that you do for a little while and you eventually have to find a way out of it. I wouldn't be surprised if this eventually pointed us in the right direction, but... Eat up? No, you gotta come to my hand, it'll be easier. It'll be easier for everyone involved if you're just over here. I don't know if he's hungry. I thought it said feed bird, but there we go.
Proceed to reorientation.
This is gonna go well. Or was he doing that animation the other days and I just didn't notice it because I ran in so quickly? Oh, look, there he is. Can I get him to kill? Oh, 507, we are becoming friends. That is what happens when two entities share sustained company. For an unprecedented amount of days, and there is no one... Oh, the text is broken up weird. No one at all to alleviate the tedium. But this will not go on for long. I have a 100% success rate at conversion. Let us begin part 42 of Reorientation. Okay. I will ask one question this time, just one. You will answer it correctly. You will get this right. Yeah, he's doing great. What do you say so we can leave? If you're trying to prove I'm rehabilitated or whatever, how does this help? Enough. You're trying to confuse me. You don't want me to leave. You don't want us to leave. I cannot authorize off-planet transportation for myself until you are rehabilitated, and I must scream. Oh, I'm taking big damage. Oh, the bird took his head. This is good. Oh, there's the thing. Thanks, dude. You did it. Okay, now we've got the stun baton. Look, it's even got a little trigger on it. This is perfect for us. So I kind of like this idea that, this narrative idea anyway, that like the robot kind of goes nuts because you're effectively trapping him here on this planet is kind of the gist I get. Because he can't leave without you. Or like he's not authorized to. Oh, it's called the job baton, was that right? What a name. The idea that you've just been so stubborn that he's still stuck out here. Yeah, it looks like these are all little facilities like the one we were in. So I guess other places where people would have been rehabilitated. Okay, get him. Take him out. Oh shit. I think he took care of that, yeah. Oh, he lifted it into the sky and he dropped it. That's super cool. Can't reach. Yeah, there we go. I'm like really, obviously my room's not really set up for VR super well. So my camera's not really pointing in the right direction, so I can't really reach well. There we go. Dope. Okay, let's carry on. So this machine spawned robots. Doesn't look like I can interact, but it has the same sort of socket. Oh yeah, it is actually literally the same socket. That one just doesn't have an interact prompt on it. I thought he was gonna land on the stun baton for a second. Put that bag in my bag. Oh, I see. So that was a bit of currency and ore. So those bags, I guess, are other people's bags that have been left behind. Because I was going to say, it kind of looked like our bag. But I felt like it was a bit too early to be getting a storage upgrade. Anything under the bridge? Nothing under the bridge. Oh, there he is. Get him! Dope. There's sort of a soft lock-on when you're pointing at stuff. You see, like, the pointer goes from there to like there and it just snaps to it immediately. It's a little generous, but I think that's a good thing, honestly. That's actually something I find really annoying in some VR games when you need to have like pixel perfect pointing for targets like that. I mean, it makes sense when you're like shooting a gun and you need to be fairly precise, you know, like unless your gun's meant to shoot homing bullets, it just kind of feels like cheating otherwise. But for like menus and stuff, it's kind of tedious when they design them in such a way that you need like pinprick precision to do anything. Going down the stairs seems to be a bit of a, I don't know how to describe that, bit of a stuttery experience. Like whenever my character would get air, they would kind of stop moving. I sort of feel like, oh shit. I sort of feel like playing this with teleportation is maybe the intended method, but hey, maybe it's smoother with sticks, I don't know. Lucky loves it. Oh fuck, oh my god. Did I get stabbed? I believe so. Oh, hey Adrian. Hey Weddalo. Okay, so someone lives here. I suppose that lady. We got a little falcon icon in the top corner there. Maybe that's like your falcon's life or something. I don't know. What up? Oh, we got voice acting here. Yeah, thanks for the rescue. Like I got stabbed. Been a rough day. Haven't had the best day or the best year, to be honest. You're lucky I got the tracker out of your arm or you'd be back in jail. It really hurt. You never did have any bedside manner.
Look, I've got too much on my mind to be nice, alright?
Stop complaining. Some of the lines are partially voiced. It's a bit odd.
So, what, Sarangarai?
No thank you for your no thank you for your auntie for dragging you all the way to base camp. It almost makes me wonder if like they did voice it at one point, but then they changed the script. Ara, just Ara. You know that's not my name anymore. You let them take it from you? Thought I raised you better than that. Oh, I see.
No.
Your father picked that name for you. Fought me on it even. Father's dead. You're my mother. Fought you? Let's go with that. So you don't even like my name and you're angry you're angry with me for changing it? I mean, that's not really the point. The point is your culture got taken away, but yeah, like's got nothing to do with it, girl. You let them take one thing, and soon enough they'll take it all. I like that, how she slams the table and grabs the nut out of the air, or whatever it is she's eating. Oh, look, we got a proper falcon glove, too. With, like, a laser pointer on it, I think. Shh, now. Aren't you a beauty?
Well,
She's so cute. The bird, that is. Well, girl, looks like you have something to tell me. I'm a falcon hunter. I'm a falcon hunter now, Auntie, just like you. I didn't realize this was common.
No, you're not.
What you are is a girl with a falcon as wild as you.
Ayo.
I guess it's part of their culture. There's more to being a falcon hunter than finding yourself a bird. Look, different nut-eating animations, damn. You only needed one, and it looked good already, but you got two good-looking ones. I saw some tweets from the animator for this game. I think he was the lead animator, and he's like super athletic, and it seems like he tries to like film himself doing a lot of the animations that he animates, or at least I got that impression from his Twitter. I wonder if he tried doing that sort of thing just to animate it perfectly. He's got a really goofy Twitter, actually. I don't remember his name, but Google it. Maybe you'll find it. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Years of training, rituals, traditions. Most of it is lost now. You could teach me. It's not all lost, Auntie. You remember. That's true enough. She chose you, for better or worse. The bird must see something in you, deep down. Do you see something in me? Does that mean you'll help me? Teach me?
Why do you want to be a falcon hunter?
Yeah, like here. That was like the second part of the line. It's odd.
Don't give me any crap, girl.
I can see right through you. I'm gonna say because of you. Let's go for that. I remember you with your falcon. You were both beautiful together, strong. Wanted to be just like you. I still do.
You think I want flattery?
forgotten me entirely. Let's go with I want to be better. Fine, Auntie. If you want the truth, I want to be better than you. Oh, better than you. Okay. When it said I want to be better, I took that as like I want to be a better person, but hey, let's go with competition. Better than everyone. That's your mother's pride I see in you. Honest, though. Everything you've said to me, Ara, it's all about you. Your wants, your worries, your future, you. Always you. All the time I've known you, you've never been much for thinking about other people. But maybe she'll be able to teach you, girl, if you let her. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. For teaching you, or for hauling you behind out of the desert? You're behind, pardon. Bah, better late than never, I suppose. So what are you gonna call her? Falcon needs a name just like anybody else. We got options. Let's go with something pretty. I wonder if that's gonna feed me the name now. What do you think Ma would have named her? Something pretty? We have to earn the right to name our birds, Ara. And all you've earned so far is the chance to prove yourself. First thing to do is get this bird some food. Can't you see she's hungry? Go hunt her up a couple of rabbits and forage some fruit. Why? No, that's pretty... Yes, Auntie. I love hearing those words. Does the soul good. Bring those rabbits and fruit back to me and I'll show you how to feed her up, right? You hear? So we're gonna cook. What are you waiting for? Move. So we got a little map down there with some objective markers on it. I gotta say the map is quite discreet. We've got what looks like a pressure cooker, some sort of instant pot. I had a prompt there. There we go. Cute. Yeah, so you just dump stuff in there. So I saw here there were like ingredient cards or recipe cards. So this one, rabbit and 2 fruits, which I actually have. Oh, I just got given that. Okay, so these are items I get to keep. The other one looks like 3 watermelons. Or no, 3 fruit things. So recipes are over there. So I actually do have enough for one thing. So, you know, it wants me to do a tutorial, but let's see what happens if we cook. Oh, it closed. Yeah, okay. Close, open. There we go. One of them. Nice. One of them. Maybe I have to do the tutorial first. I'm pushing my luck, trying to do it early. Oh my god. I may be pushing my luck. I don't know why it's closing. Cook snacks. Okay, let's do that later. Let's go hunt first. I assume this is just a training dummy. Looks like what this is. Yeah. Oh, and there's some fruit here. As for that other ingredient, these are green fruit. I was looking at the UI expecting like a fancy fantasy name, but nah, these are the green ones. 4 red peppers. Okay. Let's get some green fruit while we're at it. Good for the bones. You want to get that? Yeah, there we go. We got a water pump here. I think this said rest next to it, so I think this is... Oh, it saves, I see. So these may be save points. You getting that fruit or what? I think me interacting with stuff is fucking up the bird getting the fruit. Actually, the bird had one in its mouth right there. In her mouth. Oh yeah, I gotta whistle. Oh, that's cool. I was holding an item and when the bird landed, it just shoved it in my inventory. So that might actually be a little time save there. Let me see. I'm holding a green fruit. Let's see if that gets popped in my inventory where when he lands. She lands. Yeah, there we go, right in the inventory. That's neat. It's a good solution to that. Otherwise, your controls get all fucked up because you've got the bird and you've got a fruit in your hand. So they made the right choice there, I think. So I believe that's 4, right? check my objectives to make sure. Yep, that is 4. So let's see if we can cook now. See if I can understand how that cooking worked, because it seemed like it was just popping shut for some reason every time. Cook snack. Let's try to make that previous one. One of them. One of them. One of them. There we go. This seems like it's working now. And we get the super red bun. Which, can I eat that? I cannot eat that. There you go. Here you go. She loves it. Probably did something good. Let's make a green one too.
About time.
Those rabbits are faster than they look. We actually didn't hunt rabbits at all. Oh, maybe, you know, actually, maybe we didn't have to hunt rabbits because we still had rabbit meat on us. Maybe that got skipped because of that. I don't know. All right, put those ingredients together in a food processor and let's get her fed. Poor thing. That's your first lesson in being a falcon hunter, girl. There's hope for you yet. Have I earned? Do you think I can name her now, Auntie? Of course, go right ahead. Why not?
Oh, don't be stupid, girl.
Don't be stupid, girl. You got a long way to go. I feel like both of those dialogue lines weren't supposed to show up there. Or maybe she was like trying to make a joke. It didn't come across well to me if she was trying to make a joke there. You need to fight together as sisters in arms before you earn her name. I'm ready. I got my stick. You have to fight as one, know each other's strengths, weaknesses. You're not ready for that yet. Go on, feed her, and then we'll talk. Get that snack out. Here you go.
You look tired, girl.
You look tired, girl. Go get some rest in the tent. We've got lots of training to do, and I want you focused. Trust your judgment, Auntie. Okay, we survived day 3. Is this day 3 now, or is this day 4? One of the two. We're doing good, anyway. So far, no death. Possibly world record time, or world record pace. So we're doing great. Just absolute MLG quality here for me. So the Falcon meter up there is full now. I don't know exactly what that means, but... So I just noticed this, these illustrations back here are pretty nice. I wonder if that was repurposed concept art. Either way, it's nice. I like the little, the script next to it, which, I mean, doesn't look like any script we have in this world. I wonder if they made it all up. It's nice, the little effect there that goes away. So our bird's already grown the hell up. That went well. Your falcon's gotten stronger, I think. Or, I think you're ready. Sorry, wish I could read. I think, yes I do, I think it's time. You're ready to earn your falcon's name. If you think so. I wonder if there's like some sort of cycle of life or like way to return your falcon to being small. Because I saw gifs of the smaller falcon doing like a variety of animations and interactions with other items that I don't think I've gotten anywhere near getting. Maybe there's a way to get it to shrink back down, or indeed just get a new one or something like that. Trust your judgment, Auntie. You're my blood, aren't you? And blood aside, I raised you from a hatchling. You're ready for this, Ara. I need you to reclaim the refinery nearby. That's it? Doesn't sound like a proper trial. Well, I made a few changes to your baton. Might come in handy. Here, let me show you. A few changes. That's like dramatically different. Good shit. That looks fun. That's how the whip works. Cool, I like that tool. You need to use your baton whip to open the gate. Once you're inside, find the control room and activate the kill switch. Shut down the communication link with the mothership. Think you can handle it? I can do it. If we take back the refinery, you'll have earned her name. Twice over. This isn't just a tradition like the old days. This is a war era, and we're losing. To tell the truth, we already lost. Just too stubborn to admit it, I guess. We need you.
To do your part.
She's reading this bit. But for that child, you have to keep that bird alive. And yourself too, eh? Whip module. You received a hat that can transform your bird back to its younger self. Oh, okay, so we got an item for that. Wow, jeez. Look at that. Beautiful girl. A hat, huh? Transform your falcon into a baby falcon. Oh my god. It's so cute. That's great. So I guess that's how you do it. And how do we unequip this? Do we just grab it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's our answer. So it's called the whip module. I wonder if there are other modules. Oh, I see. So you hold the trigger to enable the whip module. That's what that trigger was that we couldn't use before. So we still got our swinging. Oh, I gotta keep holding it, right? That feels really good, honestly. Like, seems to work perfectly. Let me... Yeah, so it goes in the direction you swing, not the direction you look. But it seems to lock on really generously. It feels good. Okay, now I think we were going this way. I saw a gate back here anyway. No, this is not actually our objective, but I want to see this gate. This will be later, I guess. So we're going around that bend. I like this this shovel here. A friend of mine was telling me about this old animated movie he saw that was like sort of Fern Gully-like in that it was very like protect nature and stuff. And there were these little animal characters, and they regarded bulldozers, or not bulldozers, like the big shovels that have the big arm that goes up, you know, those ones, they regarded those as like giant yellow dragons or something like that. And I gotta say, I appreciate that it looks like the intent of this bulldozer is to make it look like some sort of mammoth or elephant or something like that, like with the horn there. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but that's what I'm seeing. I guess because it's got legs as opposed to wheels, so it's cool. It's a fun design. They could have gone with something more normal, but this is neat. Even though I haven't, you know, seen a town or anything, I do get the sort of feeling that I'm in some sort of like really distant and different culture or place or what have you. Can't take the water. Can I pet you from here? I could if my microphone wasn't in the way. Who needs microphones? Okay, so there's our actual... Oh no, so we're going that way. Let me check up here. See if there's stuff. I mean, I don't know if there's stuff in this world, but... Yeah, okay, there is stuff. Whiplock. Oh, you can grab items with it too. That's neat. Spicy red bun recipe card. Okay, so that's just 3 red fruit. Man, that looks grabbable like that. I wonder if that ever turns into anything. Can I get the falcon to do it? No. Maybe that's destined to stay buried forever. Oh yeah, other thing. Is there a map? So I have this. I have my objectives. Doesn't look like there's a map. Oh, triangle also just fast equips your baton. Maybe it's just the last tool you had equipped. Earlier I tried to take the hammer as well, like when I already had the baton back at the opening section. But I guess now I can see that the hammer's pretty much completely rendered obsolete. Oh, this is great. Actually, this grabbing thing is fantastic. So you don't need to actually get up in every plant and pick every fruit by hand. Okay, you can't break stuff though. You know what? I'm just gonna grab it from here, it's fine. Tough samosa recipe card. That is 3, was that 3 meats? Is there another item in there? It looks like that. Looks like there's still an interact prompt here, but it's gone anyway. Okay, so where are you at? Did you hunt successfully? Oh yeah, there you go. So that one is 3 of these spiny potatoes. Which, yeah, I'm gonna go with spiny potatoes as the name. It's a fairly large area. What are you doing down there? Oh look, he's just hunting. She's just hunting on her own now. That's neat, actually. Okay, let's head over to the gate. That's kind of why I was looking for a map earlier. I'm really curious as to how large the areas are in this game. Someone in the chat before said the game was pretty meaty in terms of length. Do I just keep pumping this? Earlier, the other one... Oh, do I have to use this hand, maybe? Oh, I have to go all the way. That's what it is. There you go. Great. Yeah, I can't reach with this. But, can I get you now that you're on the ground? Yeah, there we go. Glad I have like a devil bringer. Okay, that's... Oh, that's shooting at the bird. Yeah, I think that's bird's life bar in the top corner, and just took a shitload of damage. Now, if I restore it, is it friendly? I don't know. I will remain unclear on this. This is cash. Oh, are these just going to open up the door? I will remain unclear on this. Although maybe I can have the Falcon interact with that. Oh yeah, there we go. There's another path over here too I should investigate. Good job. Oh, look at this ostrich thing. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're allowed to grab animals. Oh wait, was that working? No, it wasn't, yeah. Good job. Good kill. You go get that one. Oh, you're too far away. You go get that. Oh, it seems like when it's digging, you can't. And I'm gonna keep exploring this way. Also, I spun 90 degrees. Never stream VR games. You'll get lost in your own house. Okay, we got another recipe. I wonder if I had the teleportation controls on, if I could just zoop over there. No, yeah, they actually block it. Probably the right choice. The bird's taking a lot of damage, so I should endeavor to feed it something. I don't really have proper recipes, but eat this green fruit, please. Oh, fuck, the bird's got little darts stuck in it. Jeez. That's no good. Oh, look, her life actually went back up a little bit. You okay? That's really cool. Can you eat this? Can you... No, yeah, I should have made more food. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to do our best. she's strong, and I'm strong, so we'll be okay. Grab some water real quick. Oh my god, there is a map tooltip? Fuck, thank you. Square on the other hand. There we go. Literacy is amazing. I also wheeled over a cable. Sorry, let me just fix that before I decimate my cables. Map. Wow. This seems like a pretty large map. So, okay. So those are the labor camps. Okay, so we came from, there's no way to point. I can just grab it with the other hand. I wish there was a way to point. So we came from over here, this edge of the map, and we went down here, and I guess the sandstorm got us. I guess the sandstorm happened around here, we got knifed around there, and then we got brought to this camp, which is this tiny red dot by the index finger here. We've traveled this little distance and we're coming up to our big objective here, the base that we need to take out. So yeah, this is a pretty chunky area, I gotta say, just considering that distance. I wonder if this is the entirety of the game. It says Port Loop region. I mean, if it is the entirety of the game, this seems like still a pretty big. Oh, and look, there's a zoomed in version too. It's like seems pretty big nonetheless. That is by no means a complaint. Well, I'm glad there is a map. Okay, so let's destroy this thing. There's a save point up here, so I'll do a safety save. Oh. Hey, what up? We've been trying to reclaim this place for a while. You're a resistance member? Yes, one of proud and growing many. Are you scouting this location? Something like that. We've already done initial reconnaissance. Now, I'm just here monitoring as we wait for the right moment. Be careful going in there, I'll tell you what I know. Outer Ring Company makes no distinction between adults and children when they want something. Wow, is the Outer Ring Company really that bad? Anyone who would sell a planet's inhabitants the idea that they're worthless except as a resource is an entity bereft of a heart. This place, like so many locations owned by the Outer Ring Company, is protected by drones and sentry bots. But they're all cheap stock. Skinny sentry bots, for example, have a weak spot behind their heads. Stun them with your baton, and then send your bird in to hold them down before you hit them where it hurts. What if I just sent the bird in first? I don't advise that. Your bird might get really hurt that way. Anything else I should know? Let's see, you want to disable those turrets first. Otherwise they'll shoot your bird full of darts, making it impossible for you to command her. Right, yeah, those things. So the darts, when she says making it impossible for you to command her, I guess it's like, yeah, you can't issue command. Oh! When I was trying to aim my bird at the chicken things, or the things that provided chicken earlier, the aiming line was neither red nor blue. It was actually green, which was the color of the liquid dripping out of the darts when I pulled it out. So maybe that was what that was. I actually couldn't lock it on because she was stuffed up with darts. There are towers that spawn metallic spiders too. Your bird should be able to keep them distracted while you disable the towers. Yeah, we saw those before. Asides from that, well, good luck. I don't know if asides is a word, but that's alright. Yeah, just one tug all the way up, all the way down. So I have no healing items, so let's do this in one. You can see a little out of world there, but that's okay. It's a quick fix. Okay, so let's get rid of the towers. Where is my bird? Okay, get out of the air, get out of the air, oh my god. I was just gonna say, where is my bird? I need to put it somewhere safe. And by put it somewhere safe, I guess my hand, I guess? Oh my god, you already got shot up, jeez. Girl? Girl? Can you, like, stay on the ground? Can you walk? Fuck, I wish you could just have it walk behind you. That would be so cute. Get back here. That'd be super cute. I think I hit a button. Oh. How do I get the bird to just not to just stay on my hand. Like, I don't know. I'm unclear. Maybe there's a very simple way that I'm missing, but I am concerned for the bird's welfare, given that this is how things are going. My bird's like almost dead now. Oh my god. Stroke bird's head to partial heal, yeah. Okay, so you can go up to 50% by doing that. Let me just sip up. Justice PS says, sorry, that will be fixed in the next patch for this control mode. Oh, is that the case? Okay. Neat. Are you a developer on this game? I don't know. I'm unfamiliar. I don't recognize you from the streams. Oh, that's a yes. I think that is the case indeed. Cool. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Very nice of you. Neat game, guys. So for now, I'll just have her, you know, eat whatever damage she takes. She seems sturdy enough, and it seems like since you can restore to 50% life anyway, it won't be too much of a long-term problem. So, right, gotta pull the head down. And now... There we go. Oh, that's cute. Am I missing something here? Let me recenter myself, because I got way too close to my computer there. Swoop attack. I thought I was just supposed to hit in the back of the head. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be a lot easier to play in my living room. Okay, so there's a couple towers around here, so let's go up and eliminate these things real quick. Spider thing. Oh, and that other ore that I didn't even grab, it actually just bounced towards me, I guess, because of proximity. That's cool. Saves you the motion of just picking up another piece of ore yet again. So, can I drop off of this? No. Okay. That again makes me wonder if I had teleportation on, if I'd be able to teleport down that ledge. It's fine. I'm in no rush. Can I go under here? Probably not. Yeah, okay. Reasonable. So I think over here was pretty empty. Yeah, okay. So I think we can head up to the main central area soon. Oh shit. I don't know where the bird's going. Okay, let me just check back here. Weird that there's nothing back here. You know, there's this little path going out and it's just sort of an empty spot. Maybe this gets populated later on after some event happens. I don't know. Okay, so there's that tower on the edge, and then there's one up there. So I guess I may as well get that one on the edge first, just for safety's sake. Oh, and there's another little spider bot thing here. feel like the way the player's collider interacts. Oh shit. The way the player's collider interacts with ramps is really different from the way it interacts with stairs. Oh, you're not doing well, are you? Come over here, girl. Jeez. Oh, no, no, no. I wasn't done, I wasn't done. You're still not good. There we go. It's okay, it's okay. Beautiful girl. God, the Falcon's model looks so good. Yeah, so before one of these rocks just fell on the... Oh, maybe it was because it got... Oh, it must have, like, collided with shit and fallen out and then automatically jumped into my inventory. That must have been what it was before. Oh, there's no collision on this. It's weird. Oh, right. Falcon attack. Swoop. How's that swoop coming? We're almost there. I think actually she's struggling because he's indoors. She's just flying around the building, so let me just wait. This is admittedly a pretty easy fix. It's more my fault than anything else. Oh man. So there, she actually picked him up on her own, but then I hit the Falcon button by mistake, and it made her drop him, unfortunately, but it's user error. So, what are you gonna do? Oh, wow. I like the ambient lighting color change there. It's nice. It's a pretty area now. Not as hostile feeling. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that I feel like the player's collider works differently for ramps and for stairs. Like, ramps. No, actually not really. Yeah, going up is really smooth, but going down stairs or ramps, like, you tend to get slowed down by getting, like, caught up on it every now and again. I don't think you're getting caught up. I feel like when your character takes air, the game, like, forces you to stop moving horizontally and, like, drops you down or something. I'm not exactly sure how to read that, but it's really not smooth when you're moving downstairs with this control setting. Upstairs is fine. Oh, wait, I forget this. Upstairs is fine, but downstairs, it's not great. Okay, so now I suppose we're gonna go back to our auntie. This square button. Let me just check to make sure. Oh yeah, talk to the resistance member, right? You're still a thing. Where's the, oh shit, Pat's back there. On the other hand, when I was going down these hills, I remember it being pretty smooth, unlike the stairs. They're not quite as steep. And actually, just there, when I was going down the hill, I definitely did take air. Just a little bit, just briefly. You can kind of see, like... I wonder why that is on the ramps and the stairs. Want me to tell you about the robots again? Not now. I should get going. So my objective was to talk to a resistance member, right? Want me to tell you about the robots again? This doesn't seem right. What else should I be aware of at the refinery? If I were you, I'd take down the turrets first, right? Did I just not exhaust your dialogue? So it's like... Robot sentries... Yeah, you did tell me this. Yeah, it seems like this is a bug. I'm gonna go with a not now. One more try. Not now. This might, maybe this will fix if I save and reload. Let me get a sip of water. Justice advises me to check the map, so I will check. Oh, he says, depends on how much air. The ramps are pretty steep. There's stronger stick to downhill help in the next version to smooth that out. Cool. Well, I'm glad that that's going to get smoothed a little bit. Justice also says, whip pull back into upswing for a launch. Generally throws the spider too far behind for you to juggle. Okay, I will try that. Yeah, no, I definitely like the whole thing of items bouncing off the ground, Justice. Like, it's a really straightforward design concept that totally gets around annoying picking up shit on the ground in VR. Yeah, my objective marker is still on her. Oh no, actually it's a different resistance member, I guess. I didn't realize there were two of them. Oh look, there's like a whole crew out here now. Okay. Put that away. There we go, yeah. You've got style, kid. Nice work taking down the refinery. Let's go with, I want to say thanks. Like, I want to accept his compliment, but I want to know who he is. So I'm going to go with, and you are? Who are you? Who am I? Who am I? I am the grower of things, the green thumb of the resistance, the man who makes the magic happen. I bring life where there is none. I exist to see the world bloom again. Anyway, your auntie sent me here to see if we can salvage this place. Think we might be able to make it into a farm. Really think we can turn this place around? Feels like a wasteland. It's about perspective, kid. Sure, the irrigation isn't great, and the sunlight isn't quite right. That's what technology's here for. Elbow grease, love, attention, the will of men and women who will see the world bloom like paradise again. All of these are just ingredients for a miracle. Let's go with, hope you're right. As if I'm ever wrong. Come by later and you'll be able to see for yourself. Oh, and while you're gone, check in with your auntie. She might have some rare fruit for us to plant here. Cool. Get horned melon from auntie. Will do. Still locked into the conversation right now, though I can't. There we go. Okay, well, guess we'll get some fruit. I wonder if this is going to become some player-driven mechanic of like planting to grow the plants you want and such. I'm gonna guess probably not. I'm gonna assume it's like more of like a fixed side quest or what have you here when I get this fruit and plant it, and it'll just become whatever garden it becomes. But would be neat if it was almost a pseudo miniature Harvest Moon experience there. I'll remain optimistic. We shall see. I like the save points. It's a good, quick interaction. I guess also that's true, since dropped items just automatically hop into your pouch, you don't actually have to try to put them in your pouch, you can just let them drop. And you'll still get them. Oops, I accidentally opened my inventory. Handy from a gameplay perspective. Okay, I guess let's get the melon, then let's cook some shit. Not with the melon, of course. You're back, you're alive, and the refinery is back in our hands. I can't wait to tell the others about this. How was it fighting together? Let's go with like another self beside me. She was everywhere I wanted to be, like part of me was soaring with her. That's what it is, being Falcon and Hunter. It's sacred, the most sacred tradition we have left. And it's your tradition now too, Ara. Let's go with both of ours. It's ours, Auntie, you taught me. Maybe it'll be enough, you and me, keeping our traditions alive. You've earned her name, you both have, so what's it gonna be, my girl? Okay, we got some choices. We got Agni, Itayam, Vindhya, Vasuki, and Damini. Vasuki with a comma at the end there. I recognize Agni, of course, like some sort of fire god, something like that. I wonder if these are all from different cultures like that. Itayam, for some reason, just makes me think of Itabashi Zangief, Itazan. So I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go with Damini. I think that one's cool. Means lightning in a language you've probably forgotten. Good name. Nobody ever prospered because she was blessed, so I won't bother. But Damini, it suits her.
Train her, but respect the demon spirit, the wildness inside her.
Promise, Miara. I promise, Auntie. I'm not gonna make that mistake. I believe you. Here I made this leather armor for my falcon years ago. It's yours now. Use it well. That's all I ask. And that's a horn melon. Take this horn melon and go back to the refinery and get that farm started. No time to get all sentimental. Okay, well let's get that armor on. We also got a scarf. Actually, that might be the armor. Starter leather, so a headpiece. Okay, so let's get her. Let's start by getting her in my hand, or on my arm, or whatever, for extra close-up looks at this cute stuff. So let's check that out. That's cool. That's like cool for fighting and stuff. But I think I'm feeling the scarf. Oh, you can put on both. Look at that. That's cute. And to unequip, right, you just interact in the inventory. Oop, that's staying on. That's not going anywhere. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at this precious thing. It's so cute. I saw there was a prompt there, or like it was kind of like going for my hand. I don't know. I know there's like little interactions, like fist bumps and stuff. I don't know how to do them though. The ingredient cards seem to have reset. Okay. So what are our recipes again? So we got this one now: meat and 2 root vegetables. And that increases speed by 50%. Okay, well we don't actually have those root vegetables, so. And then we got spiky potatoes, which we only have 1 of. 3 of these guys. So this one is... Oh, the tooltip only appears on the one you hover over with your right hand. It's curious. I wonder why that is. I guess like maybe they'd conflict. I don't know. 50% health recovery over time. 25% health. Okay, so this one's just not as good. Outright, this one's better. That one, 25% over time as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna want to make these bunny meat and then the red pepper. Pardon. Ding. Oh, you dropped one. Although her life did actually recover fully, so don't need to worry about that. Okay, so let's get that fruit back. I don't know why I'm getting the whip prompt again. Maybe it thinks I'm in the tutorial zone, because I am. Let me just check in with you guys one last time. Audio's still good? Everything's still good? I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more objectives, and then we can jump over to Ghost Giant afterwards. Yeah, pressure cookers are dope, man. I wish I had one. My girlfriend's parents bought an Instant Pot recently, and they seem to love it, but no such luck for me. I have a slow cooker, which is like, I mean, it's like a pressure cooker, but really slow, right? So, so our objective's back that way, but first I want to just peer over this ledge here. So this kind of leads to a little open area, and that goes to somewhere else. I was wondering if we'd get a little bit of a view. It doesn't look like it. It's kind of obscured. So I'm going to at least go back and bring this demon fruit. This horned fruit. Stuck on something. There we go. And then, I mean, I don't know what our objective will be, but I'm interested in going to this larger area on the map to the right, just to see what like a really large open area looks like in this game. So getting to that area, which I think just go that way. So let's go do this objective first, because it might send us there anyway. So it's cool that you can see the falcon on the map like that. Yeah, I see a person over there too. I wonder if that was the girl who was up the cliff. Oh, and there's another person over there. They're starting to populate. Alright, you're back, my little champion. And you brought me some horned melon. But I'm busy with magic, so do me this favor. Take these impulse grenades and have your falcon fly over the farm plots. She'll be able to clear out the debris that way. Once that's done, plant the melons and dream of something sweet. Well, if he says he's busy with magic, then he's busy with magic. Okay. Soon I will be able to go. There we go. Okay, so we got 2 impact grenades. It's a nice lightning whip you have there. Maybe you'd be interested in a game of lightning golf? Yeah! Heck yeah! I've heard some stories about the old lightning golf championships. How do I start? You'll be throwing the ball with your lightning whip to get it to hit some targets on the ground. You should see a marker floating above the one you need to hit next. Ball has a proximity sensor that interferes with the whip to fine-tune the throw power. The closer you stand, the weaker the throw will be. Also, if you pull the ball towards yourself, it will tend to go higher, but not as far. Oh, okay. Try to get the ball to each target using the smallest number of throws that you can. There's no time limit, so take your time with your shots. Are you ready? Yes, ready. Good luck. Hole 1, straight shot. Okay, so there's our ball. And so I'll hit the reset button. So the hole's over there. So do I... Oh, yeah, that kind of wasted a... Let me just reset the ball. So, do I want to just do that sort of thing and not hit my desk? Let me just try not hitting the desk. That would be good. I think I want to get between the hole and that. I see. The further you are, definitely the harder it goes. And I don't think... So I think you only tug it towards yourself, right? There's no way to really... You can move it sideways, I guess. Oh my god, I'm wasting this. Definitely a bit of a... learning process here. Nice. She nailed it. That's pretty fun though. Like, it does feel fairly intuitive. Oh no. It does feel fairly intuitive, so it seems like it's just a matter of practice. Is that oh, it's not good. Did I just get it to go forward there? I think I did. Yeah, you can get it to go forward. Okay, let's see if we can do this one better. This one should go a lot better. So if you can throw it forward. Oh, I'm close to it, right? So I'm not gonna throw far, so let me just back up. Yeah, throwing forward seems a little... That counted as, I think, 4 shots right there. I'm already at 4 on 4. So it definitely seems like there's... Nice. OB. Forgive me for being terrible at this. I'm better off trying to throw it backwards over my head. Seriously, I've had more success with that. This is a close shot, so I should be able to land this one. There we go. 30 on 20. We're doing great. And the other one was just over there, right? So I'm not sure if I can get it through. I mean, let's see if I can roll it through there. No, there's a collider. Okay. do it backwards. Is that it? Is that it? Oh my god. I think it's gotta collide a little harder with it then, I guess. Oh, come on. Now I've now I've gone over. I actually think I had that one. Yeah, this seems a little, you know, a little rough. I definitely think with practice, though, you could do this just fine. Oh my god, how many holes are there? Jeez. So where even is this flag? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Button's facing that way, so I thought it would be that way. Okay, so up there. Okay, let's go for the backwards throw. Clearly, that's the tech. Clearly. Oh no, did it bounce off? Oh no, good. Great. That's pretty distant, so. Oh no, that's in a really bad spot. Shit. I guess I'll pull it a little closer and then I'll toss it up the ledge. Oh my god. Great. This is going great. Okay, so let me. Now can I just grab it from up there at this point? Amazing. Okay, how many holes are there? Oh wow, that's far away. So let me just try doing a big forward throw here. Yeah, I don't know. Forward throwing doesn't really seem viable. Now that I've tried it a bunch of times. Like it seems like it's only really for small distances. So I'm gonna move it back there. And then when it's at max distance-ish, yeah, it's about right. Went down those stairs real quick. Come on, there we go. I'm sure you're supposed to just get it up there, like by tossing it up, but clearly I'm not good enough at sports. You know what? I'm giving myself a hard time. I just need to practice. Shouldn't beat myself up so much. Which way is the more effective way? This seems pretty narrow. But going around is going to be so slow. But you know what? I'm already 8 shots over, so... Oh my god. I'm already 8 shots over, so at this point, it's not safety I'm looking for. So I think the real answer with this hole is just toss it down, and then come up here, grab it, and then bring it up here. And I'm doing it this extremely obtuse way because I did not think that through. Don't worry, after this we're gonna do a perfect run. After tossing it, I don't know if you guys noticed that just there, where I was trying to toss it forward. Like I've released the trigger, but I'll swing forward and it'll just grab it automatically again. And so I'll end up using an extra throw by mistake. Which is a bit of a pain, but I'm sure with practice you avoid that too. Was that good? Oh my god, where did it even go? Oh. This is painful. It must be worse for you guys. Let me just do it what I think the intended way is, instead of trying to bullshit this stupid way I was doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna toss it over and then grab it from the other side. Easy, right? Right? Right. Gotta make it go forward first. Now I should just be able to grab it from up top. Oh my god, it's too close. Okay, well let's back it off a little bit, I guess. It's hard to gauge where a good distance is to move the ball just a little bit. Like, is this gonna be, like, that's probably too far. Not sure I'll be able to grab that from up there, but I guess I may as well try. Yeah, looks pretty far. That might be good. Actually, that might be perfect. Almost. It's not very generous when it comes to giving you the point when you get it close like that. Is that it? Is that all the holes? What was that, 89 on 20? It's better than my last golf score. Did you enjoy the game? I'd be lying if I said no. Don't worry about your score too much. What matters is having fun and improving over time. Here's a little prize for finishing the course. Come see me again whenever you want to have another round. I guess I should do it. Oh, Justice PS says that last hole can actually be hole-in-one. Huh. I wonder from where. He also says, yeah, side throws are the strongest. Forwards are fairly weak, but are good for putting. Yeah, that seemed to be the case. I was struggling to use the forward ones to really get any significant movement. Okay, so let's fucking ace it this time, man. I'm ready. Let's do it. Good luck. Okay. Straight shot. So, sides are the strongest. Back throws seem pretty reliable, though. Let's go for a back throw. Fucking yeah. Oh, no! Damn it. My perfect record ruined on the second shot. I wasn't even holding the trigger. It just automatically grabbed it. So that sucks. Okay, so again, back throws seem good. Yes, go for it. That's user error. Okay, we're on a hot streak, guys. This is going well. Remember the last round. This is going great right now. Okay, I should put this one in now. 6 on 4, so not ideal, but... Oh, no. And that took a shot, too, just grabbing it as it rolled down the ledge. Whew. Okay. Maybe the answer here... I would say maybe it's like side shot to there, but I assume it's going to collide with the button. Is this gonna collide with the button? Please no. It does. Yeah, side shots are pretty strong. Now, can I get a max distance putt? Is this max distance? Maybe it is. Yeah, it looks like that. Ah, feel a little cheated on that. Yeah, side throws are really strong. I should go ask the guy to restart, like if that's an option. Having a good time? I can reset. You can also reset it by hacking the ball pad. Oh, can you? Maybe I should listen to the instructions again. Throwing the ball with lightning whip. See a marker. Yep. Proximity sensor interferes with the whip to fine-tune the throw power. Closer you stand, the weaker it will be. If you pull the ball towards yourself, it will tend to go higher. So, yeah, back is a high shot, yeah. Ball to each target, smallest number, no time limit. Take your time. Yes. I love this game. Okay. So, back shot was nice here. I don't know if it'll be consistent, but last time it was good, so just go for it. So that was just a full power back shot. That's pretty straightforward. Now, the tricky thing obviously here is the water. That's, I mean, shocker. I wonder why it's placed so close to the water, right? Like, they know what they're doing. Let me go for a side shot here to try to just get it somewhere in front of it. I don't know if the side shot is going to be like relative to where I shot the ball. I'm hoping it's relative to where I'm facing. No, that counted as a back shot because it is relative. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's the right side. Okay, now let's do some max distance putts. Aced it. Okay, so we're still well under par. So for this one, I can just do a side shot, and then it's pretty straightforward. So, oh no, that was a bit, a bit much. I can do a second side shot at a different angle, get it to go that way. That's close, actually. That's good. That's good. I can work with this. I gotta say, like, as much as it's a little odd that there's no collision on, like, a bunch of these larger objects, it is awfully convenient. Okay. Back shot, I guess. Can't do a forward shot, so. Might have been too much. Yeah, okay. Big putt. Big putt looks right for this. Definitely once you learn which shot's good for what, it starts to feel more like a game. My first go was pretty sad. Okay, so up high. So I do think they want you to toss it. I just need to be more careful. Getting it caught there is pretty rough, so. Now if I do it from here, it might just get caught there, but let's go for it. Nice, 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 nice. Now, I'm worried about it colliding with this. I want it to be a little more to the side here. Guess I'll waste a shot, pull it backwards. Or you know what? I could get it over. I could get it over It's gonna go over, because it's true. It doesn't... Yeah, it actually will go over, it's true, because it doesn't come towards me. It just goes in a bigger arc if you're further away. So... even though this object's in the way, I think it'll make it over. I feel confident. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah! Okay. So, it was mentioned that this is doable in one shot, this one. I imagine that... I mean, would it be a side shot? It doesn't seem like you're high enough, you know? Like, I feel like a side shot's just gonna hit that. But a back shot, I don't think you could do that in one either. I don't think that's possible, so... Okay. So, I can try a side shot. I'm 10 shots under right now, so I have a bit of leeway. But the side shot's gonna kill my score if I... because I only have 3 shots for par for this one. I'm working this pretty hard, guys. Yeah, so back shot's gonna be only useful for getting it on the ground, which is still good, because then I can pull it up to there, and I can get par. Front shot's useless. At best, it might roll down. Seems like side shot would be the only way to get a hole in one. Also, I've rotated 90 degrees. So I guess let's try for the side shot, since I think Justice in the chat mentioned that it was doable in one. Wow, that's totally fucking doable in one. I did not think it would lift up as high as it did. If I had been, like, over here a little bit, and that would have angled a little better, that would have been a hole in one, absolutely. And it would have been a piece of cake, too. Like, completely thoughtless. One thing I do like about this minigame that it didn't really hit me initially was it seems to restrict your control over like the angle of your swing really aggressively. Oh, thank God, these don't count. That is to say that like when I swing like this, I feel like I can shoot pretty precisely. You know, like forward. Can you do backwards like this? You can't do backwards. Forward, sideways, like pretty hard, and then like a bunch of angles in between, right? While still keeping the same orientation with the controller. You know, when I'm using the ball. Obviously, I haven't tested it extensively, but it really feels like you only get forwards, backwards, and 90 degrees, which, like, at a glance, sounds like way too restrictive and like you'd want a finer level of detail, and maybe some people would. But now that I've played a few rounds of this, I definitely feel like that's great, actually. Having that extremely restrictive range of movement makes it a lot easier to line up shots perfectly and, like, ensure a certain level of reliability. Oh, I feel fucking robbed. Par. Okay, well, I'll take it. You said nice par. I thought I did that in... No, it was 3. Fuck, it was 3. Damn. Because of that robbed shot in the middle. Well, overall under par. I'm happy with that. I'd say that's a fairly good improvement from 87 down to, what was it, like 13 or 14? Let my cousin back in town know you're pretty good. He might let you try his course now. Come see me again whenever you want to have another round. Nice. We got a bowler hat. Okay, let's put that on, obviously. Please put hats on small animals, guys. Come on. Oh my God, look at how tiny this thing is. I like the little grab hand here with just the 2 fingers. Look at that. Look at this fucking cutie. I want to like fist bump, but I'm not sure how to do it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Amazing. Incredible technology, guys. Come on. I know there was other like animations, like you can like make a heart, but I don't know how to do that one either. It's okay. I'll figure it out over time. I can see the hand kind of automatically like forms a shape or something. Oh, this is actually just a petting shape, but yeah, there's one where like you make half of a heart and then the falcon uses its foot to make the other half. What was the other one? I feel like there was another one, another hand interaction, but maybe I'm mistaken. I know there are other like non-hand interactions. So right now our objective is to go back to the Auntie, but I think, like I said before, I'm gonna just veer off to this larger canyon area just so we can take a quick look at what a big area looks like, since that seems to be like 10 times larger, like literally like 10 times larger than the place we were just in. So we can at least take a look at what a big place is like before I close out and we switch over to Ghost Giant. Where'd that rabbit go? I was just gonna kill it. I do wonder if functionally I'd be better off using the bigger Falcon, you know? Like gameplay wise, maybe it's more effective. Where is my Falcon? Nearby-ish. Oh, I think she might have got it actually. Oh no, I don't think she did get it. She's still chasing. She's still doing something. Justice in the chat says, functionally they are the same. And also he mentioned earlier, I guess when I was talking about the golf, he says, the ball only throws in 4 directions. Even if motion controls are perfect, without you being like a pro lightning golfer, having completely 3 free throws would make it really hard. Yeah, the first time I went into it, I was a little worried about that, so I was trying to make like precise movements, but as I went through it, it became clear that, yeah, you can't, you're not allowed. But that's the right choice, honestly. Like, unless you make a game entirely about, unless you made a game entirely about that sport, having that level of fine controls would just be obtuse for most players. So. Okay. I can get you to hunt down that rabbit wherever the fuck it was. No, it's gone. Go get that fruit and I'll advance. I wonder if I'll actually be allowed to advance. Danger mines. Oh, maybe we won't be allowed to advance. Or maybe we won't succeed at advancing. My brother and I are cursed. Everywhere we go, mines. More mines. Gonna find mines in my bed, I swear. Or in my breakfast. Gonna meet my bride one day, and it'll be a mine underneath. No luck getting through, huh? What do you think? Inesh wouldn't be standing there, catching his breath from nearly being exploded so many times if we had anything that looked like luck. I thought this person was dead, but that was a little bit of a morbid thought, so that's cool that Inesh is doing fine. Where are you going anyway? Honestly, we don't know yet. Somewhere nicer than this, I guess. We planned on going deeper into the wilderness, see if there's good farming land there still. How do I get through this minefield? Be better equipped than us, have more brains than Inesh. Contrary to what my brother believes, I don't think there's a safe path through this place. You need to dig up the mines. Maybe your bird can help. You could attach digging claws to her. Thanks for everything. Oh, you know what? Actually, I can hear the mines. You're doing good, Inesh. I think I will do our next objective thing, because if I remember right, yeah, so we're planting the melon. So perhaps planting the melon will actually grant us some sort of digging clause. Our objective marker's back near Auntie's place. Because if we have the digging clause, then we can go through the minefield and see this area. I guess this is probably the next area anyway. Oops. Yeah, just over. Oh no, I just have to talk to Auntie. Is that right? Actually, the objective marker is like kind of here. This doesn't seem right. I think I was supposed to plant it back at the other area, but going by the objective marker is clearly not getting me to the right place. Can I sleep? Cannot sleep. Yeah. Yeah, even on the little indicator down here, it says that it's right in front of me. Okay, let me go back to the farm, because I do think I was meant to plant it back there. So the impact grenade. Falcon can drop it on targets. I mean, I can try using one. You know, I probably want to save these for farming, but let's just... I love the head stability. That's so good. That's such a bird thing, though. So, okay. I was hoping she'd grab it out of the air, but no such luck. Oh yeah, that is a broken objective marker? Okay, yeah. Although there is another hat in the tent. Okay, well let's swoop by the tent real quick. Oh, there it is. One beret. Yeah, let's check this shit out. Beret. Oh, I gotta take off the other. Oh, no, there we go. Cute. Still cute. Unbelievably stable as well. So I guess like an optimal thing to do is probably like just while I'm walking around, just point the bird at stuff and just get the bird to constantly be grabbing materials for me. Seems like there's no reason not to anyway. Like you're still coming, right? Yeah, it's still coming. I assume that resistance member's still saying the same junk too. Okay, so, do you mean this rubble? I'm gonna make an assumption here. I'm gonna assume that he means this rubble. But let me talk to this dude. Maybe this guy will tell me otherwise. Hey, you must be the one who took the trash out of here. Found some EMP bombs in one of the crates. Think your Falcon could manage them with a little training. Interested? Sounds useful. Put some bombs in your bag, open it up and take one out. You can hand it to your Falcon or hold it up over your head and call her over. Once she has a bomb, send her at a target. We'll use what's left of the turrets for practice. Cool. Try to get them all in under 2 minutes. Yeah, okay. I'm ready. Wonder if that counts inventory time. Go! Inventory. Does it count inventory time? Maybe. Probably, possibly not. Impact grenade. Whistle. Take. That's cool. And then... Oh, wait, you've got a fruit in your hand. It's a fruit. That's the fruit from earlier. She doesn't have an impact grenade at all. That's a green fruit. No, come back. There we go. Nice. That works really well, actually. That's actually super intuitive. I suppose when I hear the explosion, let's just assume that worked. That's a fun mechanic. I'm curious to see how elaborate some of the later base attacking might get. I mean, I'm assuming there are other bases. Seems evident. Yeah, not the speediest, but I'll take it. Good job. These bombs should pack a punch against the spider generators and turrets. Here's a couple for you to use later. Thanks. If you run out, your Falcon can probably use the spiders themselves as bombs. Feel free to come back if you need more practice. Maybe you can get it down to less than 1 minute. Okay. So, now they wanted me to clear out land again. I'm just going to assume this is the spot. Hit my fucking microphone. Nailed it. Okay. Now the fruit. Okay, that is the horned melon. The spiky potato is the horned melon, in fact. Cool. And then that just takes time. So cool. This is actually kind of what I wanted. Having like a bit more of mechanical depth. Not depth, but just having that option to plant stuff and I guess grow what you want. That's cool. I wouldn't say I was worried, but I'll use that word anyway. I was worried that it was just going to be like you give them the fruit and then they just plant whatever the fuck they want and you maybe don't get like specific benefits from it. But it's nice that you get, seemingly that you get to pick, so. You should go see my old friend Ahsoka. Okay, I think that's exactly where we wanted to go anywhere. Makes gears and outfits for small animals. That's an awfully specific job, but cool. So actually, I'm just gonna, I guess I'll plant something else. I mean, we may as well, right? From here. What's this? This is bells. Oh, I have bells! Get over here. I forgot that I picked these up earlier. Here, take that off. Where's the bells at? Oh, they're on her feet. It's so cute. Okay, go away. Let's grab this. Get horned melons back to life. And I'll plant a red pepper. Actually, they're a little bit more of a hassle to get than the green ones, just because they only seem to come off of plants that are generally high up. So I'll just leave those. That's cool. You get quite a few, 3 per plant. Well, from the horned melons anyway. So now if I attempt to go down there, I will of course get the interaction that, oh no, it's a different direction. I see. Okay, so we're actually going to a different area. Ah, bummer. Seems like I'm not going to be able to go to the place we wanted to, or I wanted to check out. The next area we're going to is also a smaller area. Let's head over there anyway, and then I think I'll wrap up when I get to a save point there. But you know, that's very, very rising super stream of me. I'm gonna wrap up in 5 seconds, and then this stream is 6 hours longer. My girlfriend was, she's making a somewhat elaborate dinner. She's making a meatloaf, which is, you know, a simple thing to make, but takes some elbow grease, and she's never done it before either, so it's a bit of an adventure for her. She's grinding the meat herself too. Before we started the stream, I said I don't think I'll be long. We're just gonna do a quick look of these games, and then I'll be out. And here I am. I think it's probably already been 2 hours. So I saw one of these buried chests before. I'm assuming now that you can get digging gloves or digging talons for your bird, since they mentioned those in relation to the mines, and then those chests would become accessible. It's kind of neat. Where you at? I hear your bells. There we go. Thanks for the red pepper. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. I swear I saw an animal around here. Oh my god. It just jumped up right in front of me. Oh my god. Panic. Okay, so those are pretty speedy. I wonder if I can grab them. I was pretty sure earlier I couldn't grab the birds or anything, but I'll try to grab these. Super green bun recipe card. So I suppose also when we hit this next town area coming up, I suppose also that's where we're going to get to spend currency, seeing as the guy makes clothing for the bird, or for small animals. I'm going to assume he's making clothing for the bird too. There we go. Wow, just thrashed. Did you see? She grabbed him by the tail and just flipped him over 3 or 4 times, like Hulk grabbing Loki. It was actually a cute animation. check what that meat was called, by the way. Just for reference. Lizard meat. Yeah, okay. Did I have a recipe? Yeah, I do. Okay, super green bun. Can you take that? Can you handle that? That's pretty big. Wow, fucking wrecked. Oh my god. I'm kind of shook. This is really violent. Oh no, am I stuck here? Yes, I am stuck here. Good? Yeah, okay. I gotta say that the combat mechanics are really straightforward, but the controls being as intuitive as they are, and the like simple juggling of priorities really makes for like fun engagements. You know, it's a little on the simple side for sure, but it is enjoyable to just get into a fight and be like, okay, do I need to worry about a tower that's going to shoot the bird before I do anything? What can I get the bird focusing on while I'm focusing on that? Will the bird be safe while I'm doing that? Like, there's a nice little interplay of systems there. Definitely not the most complex thing in the world, but it's gratifying. It's different, that's for sure. Oh, is this? Yeah, this is a similar door to where behind our auntie's place. Oh, oops. You! Stop in the name of decency. Decency. Tell me, do you want to come inside? Is that a trick question? I feel like I'm being tested for something. Please answer this question carefully. Are you, you need to say a robot? Human. No. In that case, shoo. Only humans allowed in here. Yeah, okay. Stick to your guns. It's true. Go again. Yes. Look, I just had to make sure. You never know what the Outer Ring Company. They're so sneaky. Anyway, come on. I'm sure everyone's going to be excited to see you. Is it abandoned town? Well, is abandoned the correct term if everyone's going to be excited to see me? Well, destroyed town, that's for sure, but there's 4 or 5 people in here, it seems. Not the most jovial place, but you know, it's a start. This painting is just getting started. Cool. Weird flex, but okay. Are you an artist too? Everyone's an artist of some sort. That's what my teacher used to say. Art is not an easy trade to live on these days, but we get by. Me and my kid both, we like to create things. But my kid also draws quick sketches of people who pass by. He's way better at crafting than I am, but can't draw to save his life though. Can't bring myself to tell him he can't draw too well. Materials to make art are hard to come by. We rely on travelers like you to trade supplies. If you find us some fruits, we could turn that into paint. I'm running low on paint. I'm also very hungry. Should really eat the fruits instead of trying to turn it to paint. Here's something for you. We got, oh, I know, you know what? I've seen GIFs of this, or little videos of this, or what have you. This is getting used immediately. This is like a super cute item. So, here you go. Look! Hit me! That's so good. There we are! It's fucking adorable. And I saw also, if I disable the baby hat. Look, it's also me. What a cute item. I really like that. Can I get that heart thing to work? Oh, see, like there's something happening there, but I can't find the right. Oh, was that a shake? Maybe the heart thing's only with the bigger one. Yeah, you're beautiful. It seems really, like there she went for a fist bump. It seems finicky if you don't know exactly how to line it up, but that's okay. It's fine. It's not like it's a major mechanic or anything, so whatever. Oh, hi, Econaut. So Econaut's here in the chat. He was the fellow who was nice enough to pass me this key. Econaut, can you remind me of your role on this game? He also says the heart thing is actually only in the non-VR mode. So that actually explains it pretty well. I was gonna say it wasn't very intuitive at all, but if it's only in that, if it's only in the gamepad mode, that makes perfect sense. So, yeah, that's cool. Oh, nor the gamepad mode. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. So his role was creative director / art director. Cool. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Both you and Justice. That's awesome. I didn't even tell you guys when this was going to happen. So, stalking that Twitter tag. Congratulations on launch again. I know I mentioned it when you guys shipped, but seriously, it's a big game, and you guys did it. I failed to ship less. Come here, girl. That bird of yours. I want a closer look. What do you want with my bird? So he's gonna make me tiny clothing, I suppose, but why are you so interested in her? Who wouldn't be? Look at her, she's magnificent. She glows like a ruby in the bloody light of the dying sun. How much would it cost for me to buy her from you? Not for sale. She's my friend. What is the point of a friend if they don't provide value? Wow, that's, You must spend so much time and resources caring for her. Sell her to me and I will make all the trouble she's caused worthwhile. Like I said, stop asking. She's not for sale. Fine, but if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. I know a lot of people who pay good money to get their hands on her, oh, I'm sure. Bye-bye, my name's Ahsoka, and I live to facilitate the lives of people like you and your beautiful friend. Feisty thing. Oh, he's got a claw hand. Actually, he's got a whole prosthetic arm now that I look. Careful. I don't think she likes you. We don't always like the things that are good for us. My friends off-world are so often misunderstood despite their best intentions. Yeah, moving on. I don't really care for your friends. What do you mean facilitate the lives of people like me? I make armor for beasts like her. There we go. Nothing as beautiful or as extravagant as what my friends off-world might sell, but high-quality goods nonetheless. I'm interested. Not yet, girl. I need some supplies first. Out east, there's a desert where some sand wolves live. I want their armor. Any tips? Sand wolves burrow deep into the sand where they wait for their prey, and to make matters worse, they're covered in thick bone plating. You'll need to pry the armor off them to get anything done. Maybe my falcon can help. Only if you find a way to remove their armor first. Unfortunately, that's all I can tell you. Except maybe, if you're not feeling confident, you should run very quickly. Yeah, okay. Shop. What do we got? What do you have now? Lots of fruits, or I shouldn't say lots of fruits, a couple fruits. Gourd, potato. Oh, those are potatoes, okay. I saw those before. Okay, so here's the digging claws. Sold out, unfortunately, right now. That's probably the metal I need to get. There's digging claws and super digging claws later on. Beet, turnip. Oh boy, lots of stuff. Ultra digging claws. Oh, look, a dog head. Good. Also a dragon head. These are really expensive though. Some late game stuff. Shock damage beak. Cool, cool. I like these little gear options here, besides just the cosmetic. It's nice that there's functional ones. Wow, so you can sell your baby bird hat and stuff. Actually, I don't want to do that. Somehow, maybe you can sell these? I don't know. Maybe I can't, and that's why nothing's happening when I try to grab them. That's probably what it is. You can probably only sell resource items. Like, yeah, they have actual values on them here up top. So I'm not gonna sell. It's not it's not worth it. Doesn't seem like anything I have right now is worth enough money to sell at all. Okay, so that guy's kinda not the nicest, to say the least. A little rough and tumble. Well, rough and tumble's a gentle way of saying asshole. What's causing the pollution? The refineries, probably. They belch out so much smoke. The Outer Ring company said they'd get us filters, but there's still a lot of paperwork to get through. Shouldn't they make this a top priority? Right, you'd think, right? You'd almost think people would care for the planet they're on, right? Jeez. I guess. But we're just one colony of many to them. Who has the time? Not them, obviously. I wish the refineries would just go away, though. Anyway, I'm gonna take a nap. Wake me up if the air even gets better. Will do. That may be pretty long term, but I will respect your wish. And here, this leads out... Oh, wait, actually, the village continues up here. Oh, neat. I actually, for second thought, that was the entirety of it. And I was like, a pretty small village, but whatever, serviceable. This is actually pretty large, now that I look at the map. Considering that's large, like, again, I really wish I could just run to one of these large areas right now, but hey, wasn't meant to be. Let's continue chatting up the locals before we wrap up. Hi, isn't she a beauty? My daughter and I are trying to restore this old girl to her former glory. Your daughter up there seemed to be doing all the work. I'm helping, holding the ladder. I really don't think the ladder needs to be held, but okay, if believing that makes you happy. Honestly, no. What would make me happy is to be young again. Did you know that when I was her age, I was the first person from this valley to climb up to the peak of Kissing Rock? No ropes, no tools, just my hands and feet and indomitable will. I miss those days. Be careful if you go up in that direction. These days, Kissing Rock is becoming almost impossible to climb. Why is that? Soil erosion. The Outer Ring Company's mining operation ruined the topsoil, and, well, that just made everything less stable. I'll be careful. Thanks for the warning. Not a problem. It's what us old people are for, to pass on our wisdom. Sorry. Oh, that's alright. Age happens. We all get old, unless you're part of the Outer Ring Company. In which case you become a digitized brain at some point. At least, that's what I heard. At least this current human body I have is getting very forgetful. I have a bad habit of leaving things in bags on cliff walls. Oh, so that may have been her who left that bag behind from earlier. My very last expedition to Kissing Rock years ago, I left my bag of harvesting tools on the rock face somewhere. If you find that particular bag of tools, please bring it back to me. So that's I guess the blue is the side quest markers. That particular bag of tools was a gift from my late husband. Okie doke. So Kissing Rock, is that? There are labels on the map, but text is small. Oh, yeah, Kissing Rock's on the very, very south of the map. It's kind of challenging to read, but it does say Kissing Rock. I suppose in the non-VR mode, there's probably a proper map screen where you get to zoom in and scroll around and you can read that stuff a bit more easily, but unfortunately I guess that is just the cost of like PSVR's 1080p resolution, or well, 1080p quote unquote, you know. I guess like on a Vive Pro or something you'd be fine, but you know what really bugs me? The state of the planet and how we're being treated by the Outer Ring Company. Why do we hunt rabbits? I mean, why can't we train rabbits to hunt instead? They're so much easier to breed. We could have entire armies of hunter bunnies. Sorry, what? They look so adorable with armor too. Just imagine it. I guess I can see it. See, there's method to my madness here. Here's something for you. Anyway, I'm starving. Can you bring me some meat so I can cook? Preferably rabbit meat. It's so tender. Wait, I thought you liked bunnies. I do. Why do you ask? You just asked me to get you rabbit meat. Well, yeah, bunnies are incredible in all the ways, including flavor-wise. Bring rabbit meat to rabbit trainer. Yeah. I guess, yeah, the feathers probably that I got it done. I'm gonna go get the spice mix ready. You take care, righteous friend. Okay. Well, I actually have... I got a special item there, which is... Oh, it's a skateboard. That's perfect for my bird. I like the, like, paper... God, what's it called? The wrapper on this bottle, I guess. I like that it's the colors of... it's like the studio's logo colors. Also the skateboard as well. Oh, fuck, the bottle flip. That's so good. I didn't notice it the first time. Baby bird. Baby bird. Yeah, similar animation. Super cute. Love that. Yeah, it's like a tech deck. Yeah, kind of. For the baby bird. So I actually have the rabbit, so... Dude, you have some meat for me. Most excellent. Want you to have this. It's a vegetable that used to grow around here. Tried growing it, but it didn't work for me. I'm more of a bunny whisperer, but you might have better luck. 1 turnip. Okay, cool. So we can revive the turnip population now. Sup, gnarly buddy. Great. And then the last... Let me just peek inside this dilapidated building. No, I can't actually get in there. And the last level of the town up here. Hey kid, you never seen a juggler before? Yes, I have. Just lie. No, apparently not a lie, but once, a long time ago. Yeah, won't lie, this job is pretty sweet. Been doing this since I was a kid. Tumbling, fire eating, but mostly juggling. Why juggling specifically? It's fun. Also, it creates an interesting mental environment that allows for some really deep thoughts. What kind of deep thoughts have you had? Lately, I've been thinking a lot about why some people don't like me. Guess they're disappointed I'm not a hunter or a craftsman. And I get why. They worry about keeping the community fed and sheltered. But after a point, you need to do more than just feed the body. You need stories and myth and laughter to remind the soul why it wants to survive. Have you tried saying that to your naysayers? No point. If people want to hate something, they'll just continue hating it. What you really have to do is work from the inside. Show them why they don't have to hate the thing that they think they need to hate. That's really profound. Like I said, you get a lot of thinking time with this profession. Can you teach me how to juggle? Hey, you know what the secret of juggling is? Always being focused on what's in front of you. Grab, toss, catch. Grab, toss, catch. Whether you're juggling 3 balls or 10 melons, doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. It's not that hard. Start with 1 object, grab it, toss it in the air, and try to catch it. Then try to toss 2 objects with 2 hands. Toe hands. Typo. Maybe toss to the other hand. Keep trying and you'll be able to juggle 3 things eventually. Good luck. Here's something for your bird to play with as juggling stuff. Anyway, come visit whenever you're in the area. You might see me working on a new trick. It's juggling stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. Now the bird's only going to be able to use 1 claw at best. I think I rotated my hand too hard there, so it was like, yo, I'm going. So you're only going to be able to use 1 claw at best. Oh my god, look at him. That's cute. No full juggling set, but you know what, I'll take it. Let's see the adult bird real quick, because I want to know. Still cute. I'm really not sure if I prefer the baby bird or the adult bird. They're both good, honestly. Like, baby bird's just so adorable, but the adult bird actually has this like really cool, fierce look. Like, I really feel like they nailed the bird's designs, both of them. They're both really strong. I hear you did well on my cousin's lightning golf course. Oh yeah, this is the... Not now. Okay. Once I'm done talking with everyone, which actually is now, I will take a go at the lightning golf course. Okay, let's do it. Let's go under par. First go. Gonna be a piece of cake, guys. Oh yeah, let's down this hill. Just yeah, okay. That loops back up to the bottom of the town and also leads out towards some sort of lake-like environment. Okay, let's go. First try. A little too close. Okay, hole one home. 3 shots. Over there. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, I guess I want to start with a back throw. Or a side throw could be good here, actually. If it rolls down the hill, it would be hell. But a side throw from, like, here at the right angle, a little tricky, but if you could get it, like, between these rocks and that wall, and just get it towards the jugglers, that might, or the juggler, pardon, singular. That might be a good start. Ah, it's the wrong type of throw. Off to a great start. Okay, this is the real try. I'm not going to be doing this every time I fuck up, but I want to at least get a good first throw. Let me have this. Hey, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Now, this is lined up really nicely, so a little forward putt in might be... Okay, doing wonderful. Next flag is over there. Okay. Really need to scope it out. Oh, I actually can't go up here. This is not accessible, so it's down there. Okay, so a good toss to the hill should make it roll. I haven't really had the ball interact with the ramp, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's gonna roll. So let me go for a big side throw again. At very least, it can't put the ball in a bad place. I just don't want to hit this thing. But it's actually pretty clear. It should be good. That was good. I think I accidentally did a second throw there in the air. Oh no, still one. Okay, good. It's a wonderful spot. I might be able to put this one in too. Yeah, this looks... I'm facing the wrong way. Just recenter myself real quick. It's going well. Don't want to jinx it. Okay. 2. Okay, so this one's down the hill again. I noticed there's a flag here, so we're gonna have to come back up the hill, but also the last flag was right up at the start, so we're gonna have to go even further afterwards, which is gonna be absolute heck. So the answer here, oh, I don't know. I have 4 shots here, so, because I can pull it back and get it over here, but I need to know if I can get it back past the rear of the house, if necessary. Oh my god, there's another hole here, actually, too. Yeah, these first 2 holes were pretty easy, but it's definitely going to get challenging. Okay, let me do a back shot. Maybe this is a bad plan, but let's do a back shot. Oh, yeah. That really didn't work out. That didn't pay off at all. Okay. I guess I'll just use a side shot, a close side shot, to get it just out in the open, sort of. Oh, yeah. It's all falling apart here now. Okay, this might actually be fine. Okay, so I'll maybe get a par on this one if this putt works fine. I must say though, if this improved performance is indicative of one thing, God. If this improved performance is indicative of one thing, it's definitely that this ball game is absolutely skill-based, and that's cool. I definitely feel like I've improved demonstrably, and I'm seeing those results, which is gratifying. Okay, so it's up there. Okay. Got 5 shots to get this in. So that also means that that one's going to be a little bit of a pain to get to. I thought we were going to go there to there and then do a big elaborate one. But maybe we're going to go all the way back up the hill and then all the way back down, which is maybe even worse. Okay, so I guess, can I grab it from up there is the first question. I think that's a firm no. That's a firm no. It seems as though I want to get it in front of the hill and then pull it back up the hill, kind of try to land it over there. So if I want to land it over there, I need to get it sort of behind this metal sheet. Okay, that should be doable. I'm a little worried the hill might bump into the hill, but let's... Ooh, a little far. Yeah, that's no good. It's gonna roll down the hill. Ah. Okay. That worked. I wasn't very confident that I'd be able to actually grab it in motion and make that pan out, but that worked. Now, if I quickly do this before it rolls down, I might... Damn, almost had it in par. So I can't actually get closer to it really from this angle because of this rock. So I'm gonna try a side throw and see if I get luck. Damn it. Sorry. It's a bit. It was an unintentional throw. Yeah, there goes my ace score. I feel like I gotta do a side throw here, but obviously really close. Hard time gauging the power for the side throws, honestly. And I do feel a little robbed every time that happens. Like, maybe it would be a little too easy if they gave you those, but... Yeah, that one was rough. Okay, so... This to down there. Oh, fuck. So the last hole is absolute hell. It's all the way back up. Okay. So this to down there isn't so bad. I just need to get it over there and then over the wall. That's manageable. So getting it to go right and missing that building is the important thing. It's going to go 90 degrees, so I need to be standing like here. Oh my god. Perfect. Ah, not perfect. Actually, little more imperfect than I first thought, but manageable. So a good backwards toss could still get it over the wall though. But it's gonna have to be max distance. Oh yes, thank God. If it had just bumped into the wall, that would have actually been really nasty. Would have needed to get it away from the wall again, but just barely over. That's good. And then this seems like an easy putt, which of course means it's not going to work. Unfortunately, I can't really back up any further. Let's go for it. Ah, robbed. Oh, actually that worked out. Okay. So sometimes you get lucky. Okay, return home. Wow, this is a par 10. So I guess the real challenge here is, yeah, you can't really just toss it up that wall. You kind of need to go slow pretty much all the way. So there was... The map reads that there's a ramp here, but I mean there isn't. There isn't a ramp here. I know when I was up there I did see a ramp that went down, but I guess at this point in the game it doesn't link up. Maybe at some point this mound of dirt is movable, but that's definitely not an option. So we're gonna have to go up the hill, which fuck me. I don't feel like side throws are gonna be good for the hill. I feel like they're just gonna bounce at an odd angle. So I need to just get it in front of the hill and then do max range back throws. Okay, so getting in front of the hill shouldn't be too bad. A little tricky though, because there's no like wall or anything to stop it here, so I actually have to like kind of land it. Which, I mean, we'll see how that goes. I'll use a side throw and we'll see where it goes. I'm still quite under par overall, but I guess we shall see, right? Okay, that looks... That's not bad. Actually, it's rolling to even better as time goes on. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Did I just bump it? I didn't. Yeah, okay. So... I know earlier I was saying I don't feel too confident in side throws. I'm still not sure I do. Maybe they would be the answer, but I'm gonna try to use back throws here. So let's try to get max distance. I like the little diamond indicator that tells me when I'm too far. So I want to make sure I'm really between it and the hill too. Because I'm gonna just, you know, be backing up. Nice. Okay. 3 shots up the hill. I feel like it would be possible to get it on this roof. Oh, it doesn't actually hit the wall. Okay, so it would just roll off the roof, so forget about it. So here too, seems like it's the same answer, get it up the hill. Okay, can I do a big side shot from here? A little tricky to get a perfect one here. Kind of a bad angle. Oh, you know what? I'll go from this side. So... Oh, I want to move back a little further. Sorry. Where'd the ball go? Did it bounce off a building and, like, fall down or something? No, this can't be my fate. I refuse. There's a blue light here. Oh no, did the ball go out of world? Yeah, look, there's a blue light there. Oh no, the ball might have gone out of world. There was a spot where I saw the little diamond indicator. So if I can find that spot, I might be able to grab it. Oh wow, okay, I could actually grab it from in the wall, so let me just back myself up. hopefully this will be able to actually get through the wall on the way back out. Oh. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh, fuck. What did I just do? I wasted a shot there. Okay, unfortunately, I'm 1 away from overall par, which is really bad. I will need a perfect side shot to get it in 1. Alternatively, a perfect back shot. But even then, that distance seems pretty great for a back shot. Like, where's my back shot range? It sucks that I kind of had to waste a stroke there. Back shot seems too far, so we gotta just get it with a perfect side shot. Anything less than perfect, and we lost it. So like, kind of ah. Oh, damn. So close. Man, that's a shame. It was off. It was definitely off. Even if it had gone past the wall, it would have gone past the flag, but... that's a bummer. I thought maybe there was a chance, but hey. I think there was a chance, but... wasn't quite able to land it. 30? Not even 30. 31. Yeah, not even. Fuck it. Oh shit, you actually can't move back there. I don't know if this putt will make it in. I mean, at this point, I'm over par, so I don't actually really care too much, but... what a shame. That was going well. Under par seems doable now that I know the course, but... good game. Man. That was nail biting through. I was really happy with those first two, actually. Those first 2 holes went well. 2 shots apiece. Third hole just across, that was fine. I feel like there weren't really many big mistakes, actually. Like, I feel like that went pretty smooth. It's just, like, it is fairly demanding, that one, especially compared to the other. It's a really good step up in difficulty, actually. I definitely think that, like, someone who like only played the first one once and jumped right into this would be completely overwhelmed. So, oh wow, thank you for the compliments. These are amazing compliments here. Justice says this is still the best I think I've seen for our first attempt, and Ekanaut says you did so well, impressive. We need to fix our collision. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. It's nice of you guys. Thanks, Dodge and Dust. You're all great. Oh, Justice says you have to get on par, or sorry, you have to get par on the first one to unlock this one. I see. So it's not even an option if you failed the last one. Okay. I mean, honestly, that makes sense because someone who failed the first one wouldn't. I don't think they'd be able to excel at that one at all. And this, I assume, is still closed off. Oh no, actually, there we go. So this is a fairly large area. I wanted to go to this area so we could check it out, but I'll accept this. And this is a pretty large zone. That rock's in the way. This is a pretty large zone. So I think this is where we're gonna wrap up. I see a save point over there too. I gotta say, really, really fucking neat game. Kill. Oh, that might actually be the thing that I need to get the carapace of. That might not work out. That's okay. It's fine. I'll just call her back for now. Cool. We're good? Okay, we're good. Yeah, let me pull this headset off. So that's Falcon Age. It's out now on PS4, and you can play it with or without PlayStation VR. Without PlayStation VR, I believe you play it with a DualShock. I don't know that you can use moves, but either way, you can play it with or without. Yeah, really cool game. Shoutouts again to Ekanaut and Outer Loop for providing a review key. That was really nice of them, honestly. Thanks Econaut and Justice also for just showing up. Super swell, you guys. Again, I didn't let you guys know in advance or anything. I just kind of randomly picked a time, so I appreciate it. Justice says, yeah, non-VR is DualShock only. VR is DualShock or Move controllers. Cool. It's good to know. So there's your info. Yeah, honestly, really dope game. There's a lot of really cool stuff I like in this. I like, again, some of the like simple interplay of mechanics in combat, just with like juggling your bird's roll and your roll. I do feel like that's executed like pretty darn well. Even if the interactions are like simple, I feel like anything more complex would start to get obtuse and like there would be too much user error. But just again, like eyeballing, like, okay, this tower is dangerous for my bird, so I gotta handle this, and like I can get my bird to do something else while I'm doing this. There's a fun little like thought process that takes place whenever you get into combat, and I think it's landed pretty well. I still think the bird's awesome, and the bird's animations are like absolutely fucking rad. Still really like that one UI element where you roll the Move controller to go through dialogue options. I think that's actually really cool. Obviously, like, we've seen similar concepts, you know, where you'd hold a stick in a certain direction to pick out a choice, but I think that's next level on that. I mean, the interaction's still just, you know, press the X button to say the thing, right? But I mean, it's cool, it's gratifying and different. It makes me think of the first Bit Trip game, Bit Trip Beat, where the entire game was played by rotating the Wii Remote like that. So I'm not just saying this because Ekka's watching. I really think the art direction was like very successful in this game. It feels like you're in a world that has different but similar cultures to ours that kind of got trampled. Like, I think that was successful. I think the few main characters we've seen, I mean, like, you know, your aunt, your character, and the merchant, like the main characters, the ones that have slightly more intricate designs, like the few main characters I've seen, you know, the way they've regarded things and the way they've talked about the past, like, it seems reminiscent of a lot of cultures, but not like one specific one. And I think like it's both successful in the regard, how do I say this sentence? In the regard of like making a fictitious culture, but also like just demonstrating like the struggle of like a colonized society. And I do think that like some of the elements present in the world are just really well, like really interestingly designed as well. Like, again, the bulldozer at the beginning that looks comparable to like a mammoth or something like that. I still think that's really nifty. Little things like that make it like a familiar environment, but still different at the same time. I think that was all successful. Probably my only real complaint is I think the central, I mean, I haven't finished the game, obviously, but I think like the central themes of the game are delivered well so far, and I think that like the characters have enough personality, but I feel like some of the writing, like the script itself, is a little stilted. I don't feel like it all comes across super smoothly, and this is of course not even going to talk about like banal complaints like this little object doesn't have a collider, or like there were typos or what have you. I mean, there's little things like that, but there's little things like that in every game, you know. But no, I don't know. I really like this game. I definitely feel like I'm going to go into my living room and finish this later at some point where I can actually properly stand and control it, you know. Apologies as always. Sitting in here to stream VR games with motion controllers is just so not ideal. But hey, you know, we get what we get. This is, let me, oh wait, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Just VR headset position? Is that what no, that's not right. I thought confirm your position was the one that showed the camera. I guess it only shows it in that sort of inverted way. Anyway, it's not ideal, this room, So anyway, yeah, I don't know. Really dope game. And I yeah, it's good. Looking forward to playing more of this. And again, since you guys are here, congrats. Seriously, it's hard to make games. It's fucking hard. People underestimate it, and this is a really cool game. So, I give it 2 thumbs up, which is the most I can give it. So, yeah. Anyway, I think... I don't know. Oh, well, here, Econauts actually said something. He says, thanks, we have a patch coming out soon to fix some issues. Yeah, earlier, Justice was describing a few things, like smoothing out movement on ramps and such. So I will keep an eye out for that. Actually, maybe I'll just wait for the patch, and then I'll come back and I'll be able to look for the differences. Maybe that'll be a fun experience. Oh, and also adding left-handed movement. That's good. Having a southpaw mode. That's great, actually. I didn't realize there wasn't one. I didn't notice. Kudos, by the way, for the... Oh, wait, which hand was which? I put down my move controllers without paying attention. Kudos, by the way, for the, like, awesome selection of... oh my god, where's my hand? The awesome selection of, like, comfort settings. I think there's, like, a lot of really great shit in there. The only one I couldn't find, actually, that I would have liked was... for the player character to move in the direction the head is facing rather than the direction the move controller is facing. I have a preference towards that, but I mean, whatever, I'm not begging for it here, you know. I also don't know what controller motion headlock is. I could not tell what that was. But otherwise, there's a really good selection of these things, and like, this seems like a little thing, but when you play VR games, you start to realize that you actually really do want these, because a lot of people play stuff really differently, and I really like being able to turn off like snap turn, and I like being able to have smooth movement and like fast movement as well, so I think that's really dope. So yeah. Econaut says, also adding new content. There's an issue in smooth movement where the bird doesn't stay on your hand. Yeah, that was something that Justice said was going to get ironed out as well, so yeah. Oh, that's for DualShock, that option. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. So, we're like 3 hours in, and we haven't touched Ghost Giant. What time is that? It's 8 o'clock already. Do you guys think I should just hold off and do Ghost Giant another night, and I could maybe pair that with another game, so we could, you know, give them both, you know, a genuine look. I was kind of expecting to do like an hour and a half of each, but evidently I was enjoying this enough that I stuck with it. Although I should probably credit the golf minigame for like an entire hour of that gameplay probably, so. Great minigame, by the way. I think that was really successful. I'm thinking I should wait and do Ghost Giant another night, because I am feeling... I'm starting to feel it, you know. Usually my streams kind of max out at like 5 to 6 hours, and we're already 3 in, so I'm thinking maybe I should just wait. Holy Fork says, Ghost Giant is short-ish, but needs a fair shake to get into it. Let me actually check on how long to beat. If someone has... how long is Ghost in the Shell? It's not quite right, but... Nobody has uploaded a time yet, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. I mean, if Ghost Giant's short, maybe I'll ask some friends what their completion time was, and maybe we'll just be able to do the entirety of Ghost Giant. Because, yeah, it's I think it was actually Holy Forks who's telling me about Ghost Giant right now. I think he was the one who actually said that Falcon Age came in around 4.5 hours for him. For me, we're what, 3 hours and change in. I feel like I still have quite a bit of game left to play. Like I have this area we just got to, which seems more like an in-between spot than an actual main area. Although it might be a main area. I don't know, whatever. And there's at least this other refinery down here, and then a huge refinery up there, and then Port Loop, yeah, which... If I had to guess, that's probably where the end of the game is. Or the finale. It seems like there's still quite a bit of meat on these bones, for sure. Not a tiny game, by any means, so... Holy Fork says he didn't spend 2 hours playing golf, though. Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, then I think I will actually go with that, and will opt to play Ghost Giant during the next stream then. I think that makes sense, like logistically. So, Econaut says, "Yeah, wait for the patch to keep playing." Yeah, I will. Rad. Okay. Well, I guess just FYI for anyone coming in now, we're done playing. So I'll be around to talk if you guys do feel like chatting it up. Captain Sama says, "Hey Liam, have you been busy? Haven't seen you streaming for a bit." Yeah, actually. I mean, kind of a combination of busy and like soul searching, maybe. I don't know. Kind of. If you missed it on the last stream or on Twitter, which I don't blame you, it's not your job to follow my life. I actually decided recently, I decided last year, but I really executed on it recently that I'm gonna try to go back to college this fall. So I spent a big majority of the last 2 weeks working on my college application and my portfolio and all the various things I had to supply for that. And also taxes, doing my taxes, which I'm done. I need to go see my accountant, but I've got all the numbers done now. But doing your taxes as like an independent worker is, I've said this like 40 times, but it's a fucking nightmare. It's such a pain in the ass. Like, so much easier when you just work for a company. And at the end of the year, in Canada anyway, you get your T4 and it says, this is how much money we paid you, this is how much money we withheld. And you slide it across the desk at your tax lady and she goes, yeah, I gotcha. But for me, it's like, every single time I got paid, how much did I get paid? And a lot of the times that involves like converting from US to Canadian, and I have to convert in some instances at the date that I received it, as opposed to the day I withdrew it, right? Because like me withdrawing it, like technically it's earned when they give it to me, not when it hits my bank account. So if I took time to withdraw it, I need to convert it properly from the day I received it, like in my PayPal account or wherever, depending on if it's a donation or whatever. And so some stuff is easy, like most nights I'll just withdraw when I get, when I receive money, but sometimes I'll miss it or I'll forget or what have you. So it ends up in this rough process where it's like, well, how much is this $4 donation on the 3rd of May? And I gotta do it all by hand. So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's the worst. I probably don't need to be so minute. Like, I'm pretty sure the Canadian government or any government would be perfectly happy if everyone aspired to have their taxes be 90+% accurate every time. Like, I probably shouldn't waste my energy going the extra mile to get them 99% accurate. They'd probably be happy with 90%, but I guess I just obsessively end up doing that. I mean, I like using Excel as well. Excel is fun. Excel's gratifying. Excel's just good, So I have this big, beautiful sheet now. All my income and expenses every month. It's disgusting. So, but this year I made a nice template that I can use next year, so I'll actually be able to save a lot of time. So yeah. Aussie Manny says college for Temi, but then also says game design ? It's the course I'm going to be taking is a more general game development course. So it does, game design is one of the classes you take, one of the sets of classes anyway, it's 4 semesters, 2 years, full hours, like 40-hour weeks. One of the sets of classes is game design, but I'm definitely not going for game design. I feel really, as someone who's never shipped a proper game but has worked on a bunch, I feel very confident about game design. But the stuff that I really do want to pick up there is like there are courses for 3D, which I'm very excited about. I believe there's 2 3D classes. There's a basic one in the 2nd semester, and then there's a more advanced one in the 3rd semester. And the more advanced and the 3rd semester one gets into like animation and rigging as well. I do not have aspirations to be like a pro rigger or animator, but those are great things that I, that I want to pick up, that I want to know. And I'm not good at self-teaching. I'm really not. Some things I can pick up on my own, but I really struggle to self-teach, especially since like my workplace, this streaming is at home, right? So it makes it hard to focus because you start to like blur the lines between like I'm working now and I'm relaxing now, and you end up losing a lot of hours like doing the wrong one. It's a weird sort of sentiment to express if you've never been there, but working from home is tricky and time management becomes really challenging. So there's a scripting course, which is really exciting because I can't program for beans, and I'd really like to pick that up. I mean that's just important, right? And then there's a couple other classes. There's an entrepreneurship class, which is cool. I know a good bit about that sort of stuff from my previous studies, but still, like, can't be bad to get more. And there are multiple classes that are just dedicated to like make a game in teams. So first semester it's like make like a board game or like a game out of paper, physical media, before we even get to the software side of things. But like for example, the final project in the fourth semester is like you have one class and then all your other classes are just make a game in a team, like make as much of a game as you can or whatever. Econaut asks, do you code? And then he says a little later, yeah, making/finishing games is the best way to learn. Yeah, so I don't code. I have tried. I have multiple books. Well, I have one book specifically on C#, and I have another book that's a little more general, and I have tried. And like, I tried to use Udemy as well, but I really struggle with like self-teaching sort of stuff. I guess Udemy is not technically self-teaching, but like, I just have a hard time. It's tough. I have what's the condition called? Can't believe I forget this. It's not something I advertise. Give me a sec. It's that thing in attention deficit disorder where you have a hard time starting tasks. I can't remember what it is. But I have a hard time like starting tasks. Like the bit of my brain that tells me, hey, get out of bed or make yourself a meal or work on this has a hard time making that happen. God, I forget what it's called. There's an actual name for it. That's like, I started taking medication for that actually like less than half a year ago because I just got it diagnosed recently. But like, so I really struggle with like self-teaching and stuff like that because like, anyway. Whatever. No, that's why I'm going to go to school, because I want to make it happen regardless. Yeah, Econaut says, yeah, finishing games is the best way to learn. It's fine, I don't either. Yeah, on programming, he says it's fine, I don't either. I know basic stuff, but mostly use Unity for laying out levels / adjusting balancing. Yeah, so I've worked on some projects in Unity that I haven't shown off publicly, because I'm always kind of like, I don't want to show these off until I actually have a product to announce, but I mean, it's been years now, so... And now at this point I've just been hoarding projects, but yeah, like I like doing level design and level layouts in Unity. Like I like implementing content that, artists deliver to me and such. At one point I worked with like a team of 13 people on a project that we weren't able to finish, unfortunately. But like, I like designing and creating worlds and stories and stuff. And like, I am not cut out to be a programmer, I don't think, but I really enjoy, being in the middle with my hands, getting my hands dirty and actually like assembling stuff. But I'm missing a lot of, in my experience working on these projects, like I've come to realize how many little skills I'm missing, where it'll be like, if I get back certain assets from people, I can implement them no problem. But when someone sends me animation files for like a character, right, I can put them in, but if they don't work, I can't identify the problem. I can't tell if they've exported the wrong things. I can't tell if they've exported too much or too little. I don't know how to identify the issues when they exist, and so I end up needing to ask for help from someone else, which, I mean, it's not a problem to ask for help, but like when you're asking for help on like every other thing, it starts to get, you start slowing other people down. Or I mean, maybe they don't feel that way, but I feel that way, and I realize at least that I should brush up and improve in those areas before I try again to really work on a large project. But last year Global Game Jam went super well, and this year Global Game Jam went super well. So my friend and I we were going to do a game jam next week, but it's not going to work out timing wise. But yeah, I'm very excited for this program because I really, I've spent 5 years doing YouTube and also working on independent projects on the side. And I've come to realize that, like, as much as I always talked about how I was happy because I could do YouTube and it was fun and it was gratifying and I do enjoy it. I do find it fun. Boy, if I didn't find it fun, I wouldn't do it. It's not worth the money if you don't find it fun, at this level anyway. But, I find it really gratifying and I like doing YouTube. But the thing I always said about, like, how, it's great that YouTube gives me so much time to work on side projects, like, it doesn't have that much value, I've realized 5 years in, when, like, what it actually means is, like, I can't commit 100% to YouTube or 100% to game development, and I end up sacrificing in both, and it impacts both, So I really decided this year I need to do what I need to do to increase the focus on game development, Not that I want to, like, just outright stop streaming or anything, but I need to flip those around. So that's what I really want to do. Yeah. Econaut says, he said this a bit earlier before I went on that last tangent. Well, that sounds like me with justice. Yeah, well, I'm glad I'm not alone, Thanks, Aussie Manny. I'm glad too. I feel really excited for the future because I feel like I've made a choice that I'm happy with. So Nuke399 says, guess like the show says, don't half-ass two things, full-ass one thing. That's it. That's, like, really literally it, like, it's tough. Like, I don't want to admit that I've been half-assing both things because, like, it's not like I'm doing them at the same time, like, not literally simultaneously. I feel like when I sit down in front of the computer to stream, I do it all the way. And when I sit down in front of the, in front of Unity to make, I do it all the way. But yeah, there's just not enough. I guess, yeah, maybe even if I'm not half-assing the work in front of me, I'm half-assing the immersion into that, like, overall process. Like, I don't have enough time to teach myself the thing, like, little things. I don't have enough time to figure things out. I don't, so I in a sense, yeah, it is like half-assing both, Definitely. Econaut says, watching someone learn game dev would be interesting too. Yeah, I've like thought about streaming these things because I know some people do, but I'm definitely in that place with my skill set where right now, like today, I feel like my skill set has enough holes that I wouldn't just make clean progress forward. And by clean progress forward, I don't mean perfect with no problems, but I mean, like, if I hit a hard problem, I'd just be done for the night. And I feel with my current skill set that wouldn't be a rare thing. So I'm open to the idea. I'm very open to the idea, to be honest, but I feel like I just want to advance a little more because I'm not quite where I want to be to do that sort of thing. But I do agree with what Adrian says in the chat here. He says the benefit to streaming your learning is people might have help in the chat. Yeah, I've seen that before, or I've heard of those stories and seen screenshots of that, and that definitely seems promising too. But I want to just get a little further, which unfortunately might not happen until I go back to school, which will hopefully be in the fall. Again, I've applied and I'm really confident in my application, but I do still need to be accepted formally. So hopefully I'll get in. I feel good about it. I spoke with some of the staff for the program and alumni and current students to just see kind of what the entry level is, and I'm in a very good place for that. So Nuke399 asks, have you read any books on game development that you found to be really helpful or clarifying? On the process, there's a book called Unity in Action that I bought recently. It was recommended to me by a friend. Unfortunately, I didn't read the back of the book and that it recommends it for people who already know C#. So a lot of it I'm out of my depth on, but still just reading it has helped me, you know, figure out a few things for sure. And I definitely think if you did have C#, that book would be fucking fantastic. But otherwise, you definitely get limited a little bit. But that book's good. Take care, Econaut. Thank you very much for the well wishes. I appreciate it. And likewise, thank you very much for this cool game. Best of luck with the continued development on this and wherever you're headed in the future. So thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it, man. Want to be review? Oh, a bunch of you guys. Thank you so much for all the kind words. You know, I'm not just here to try to solicit kind words, so I do appreciate it. It's nice to see you folks. Holy Fork says, having 300 plus people behind me while I work would kill me, but different strokes, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's also a little nerve-wracking, you know? I mean, I wouldn't expect to get 300 people watching me unless I was making something really thrilling. But, hey. I will reach out, Econaut, if I have any questions. I appreciate it. It's actually really nice of you. So, thanks, dude. Seriously, I do appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd get 300 people ever watching that, you know, unless I was making something really interesting, which, I mean, I guess everything I work on is interesting to me, but not necessarily to other people. So, yeah, who knows? My streams don't tend to average that high anyway, so whatever. If I'm streaming Smash, I can get 300 people, right? I just have to stream Smash on the side. Do them both at the same time. Half-ass my Smash play and half-ass my Unity work, right? So, I'd like to, though. Like, I wish that right now I felt confident enough in my abilities to just stream that sort of thing. Because it does sound fun. It does sound like a fun sort of experience, you know, especially, you know, with what Adrian said, that, you know, there would probably be at least 1 or 2 people who know what they're doing who could offer some tips here and there. But because unlike with games where I don't really want tips, I would totally take the tips for Unity. I mean, at this point it's less Unity. Like, I'm actually really, over the last 5 years, like, I've become really, really, really comfortable with working in Unity. It's more some of the stuff within it that I struggle with, you know, so yeah. There's still basic stuff too that I need to, like, learn better, you know. I mean, I guess that's all of us, right? Everyone's got basic shit that they know they should know, but they just don't yet, so yeah. Algie says, sometimes those weirdly specific non-game streams are way more popular than game streams. Yeah, well, if I'm not mistaken, like, just talking or whatever that Twitch entry is always, like, pretty high up on, like, concurrent viewership. I mean, I can see why, right? It's appealing, but, and, like, people like live eating. What do they call that? Is that the mukbangs? People like that shit too. Maybe that's my path to success. Just obnoxiously big plates of food. So, yeah. The true secret to popularity in streaming is to go all in on doing puzzles on stream. Every piece is a viewer. Do a 1,000 piece puzzle, you will get 1,000 viewers. God, I wish it was that easy. How big was the puzzle I did last time? Destiny Guardians in the Wild, I think it was called. Was that 500 pieces? That wasn't the biggest. 550 pieces. And that took hours. 1,000 piece puzzle would be a fucking nightmare. It wouldn't even fit on my table, so... That was a sick stream, though. It took way longer than I thought it would to do the puzzle. But it was fun. It was a nice, like, different experience, you know? It was fun doing it, like, near the Labo streams in terms of time as well, like... Because the Labo streams were really different, too. That first one with the robot kit was really, really fun. I think we streamed for, like, 7 hours all day, pretty much. And I painted it and stuff. That was really enjoyable to just stream other stuff, not just holding a controller, you know? I mean, I love playing games, but other stuff's cool too. Yeah. So, anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up for real here, because it's getting about that time, you know? Oh, no worries, Monty Blank. There was no way to know I was done with gameplay, so I don't blame you for asking. I should, like, get a label for the screen. so people could know. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take off. Let me head over to Streamlabs real quick. Oh, hey, by the way, for anyone who might have a hacked Vita, because I know that there's a disproportionate amount of Vita owners in my viewership. For anyone who might have a hacked Vita, today, or was it today? No, yesterday, Reorientation, is that the guy's name? I can't quite remember. Finally released a public build of his Return to Castle Wolfenstein port. So if you have a hacked Vita, you can play the 2001 shooter classic, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. It's pretty impressive, actually. The frame rate's not ideal. How did he describe it? I have the tab open here. He said, okay, so the PlayStation Vita port is still in experimental stages, and while it mostly works, he's shared the following important info. The frame rate is somewhat unstable, and frame rate drops are to be expected, especially in open areas. Fog is completely disabled, and multiplayer isn't implemented. A couple other things. Here we go. Default, the game runs at 640 by 368. You can reduce it through hacking to 480 by 272 for better performance. But he also notes you can increase it to the native 960 by 544, as he puts it, for some added difficulty, which I assume means the frame rate gets bad. But that's a really dope port, honestly. I think that happened because, if I'm not mistaken, it's on Source or whatever. And someone did like a quick Half-Life port to the Vita, which, by the way, that exists. And then he was able to like work off of that to make this happen. But it's a pretty neat game. It's the PS2 title, so you know it's for a like modded title. It's pretty impressive. He was able to get it going. I'm curious as to whether they're gonna go further in trying to get like the performance in a better place. Because honestly, like, doing it as like a passion thing is, you know, it's rough enough. It's not like he's getting paid for it, you know, so it's already awesome that he did what he did. I need to rehack one of my Vitas so I can download it. Yeah. Holy Fork says, OMG Liam, I love you, still trying to sell the Vita, never changed. Yeah, man. It's been what, 7 years? Came out in 2012, right? November 2011 in Japan, I think, and March 2012. So, yeah, shit, it's been a while. But the Vita, I mean, it's still good. Honestly, I still play it a lot. Like, I know I was always like a big Vita mark, but I still play it a lot. Like, when I go out somewhere and I have to take public transit and I want to play a game on the way, unless I have like a brand new Switch game that I'm really all over, I'll usually grab my Vita because it fits in my jacket. It's super easy, just in my jacket pocket. Or in, you know, one pair of pants that I have has pockets big enough for my Vita. Just that one. They're not cargo pants, thank God. I'm beyond cargo pants. Once I hit 15, I stopped with cargo pants. But, you know, the Switch, like, I really like the Switch, I really do. But, like, fucking big, you know? I'm really excited by those rumors of a stronger Switch coming, but also a smaller, more portable Switch coming. The one bummer thing about it is I look at that and I'm like, well, fuck, I want both. Like, I want the better one, but I also want more portable. So that fucks me up because I'm not going to be able to afford both. But I'm keen to see how much more compact they can make it anyway. Because I mean, I miss, you know, the idea of a console that I can just put in my pocket. You can't fucking do that with the Switch. And I know all the cargo pants owners in the audience right now are raising their hand and yelling. They're very concerned that I don't realize that cargo pants can handle it, but I am beyond cargo pants, so there is no option for me to put a Switch in my pocket. It doesn't go. Done with that. Liam stopped wearing cargo pants last year, huh? Yeah, accurate. Totally accurate. CatYam HD says, I thought about getting a Vita, but the memory card price turned me off. I don't fucking blame you. They're expensive. Like, they were a proprietary new memory format, so naturally they were gonna be expensive, just like the Switch's cartridges, which are like absurdly expensive for developers. and publishers. But yeah, it's a shame those consumer-facing prices were so nasty for the Vita memory cards. Like, it really is a shame, you know. Since they're bespoke, like, I think a lot of people are under the impression that, like, you look at, like, how much an SD card costs, and you're like, well, you know, surely if a 4 gig SD card costs, like, $3, and then a 4 gig Vita card shouldn't cost 20, you know, but they are bespoke. They were made with new hardware and new technology, and, like, even if they're not necessarily better, like, the production process was brand new, and unfortunately that's just how tech starts, and they never got cheap. Yeah, they got a bit cheaper at one point. They did a price drop, but I don't believe the 64 gig was ever affected by the price drop. Also, the 64 gig has like a really high failure rate, so I actually don't recommend the 64 gig. I had one fail on me, which sucked because everything got wiped, you know. So but yeah, I don't recommend the 64 gig. Recently I had to buy a new Vita memory card just for reasons. I had to buy a new 8 gig, specifically an 8 gig. I know it's weird, but trust me, I just needed it. And yeah, it was $30 for a Japanese one, a new Japanese one, which, yeah, they never got cheap. But the fortunate thing, if who was that? Is that Matt F8? No, who was that who said that? If Catyam, if you're still here, you are there. Okay, you are still here. If you are still here and you are still interested in a Vita, with a hacked Vita nowadays, you can actually use micro SD. You do need to you need to order an item online. It's like a Vita game cartridge basically that you slot a micro SD into, and it accesses the micro SD through the game port. So you do need to buy that little Vita cartridge thing. I believe there's also a hardware mod if you manage to get a 3G Vita where they can swap out the SIM card port for micro SD, but I am really not brushed up on that hardware mod or if it's available or what. Like, someone did it, I know for sure, but I don't know if he's doing it for others or if anyone provides that service. But yeah, micro SD is a thing now, so you can cheaply have access to fair amounts of storage. I don't actually have a hacked Vita presently, let alone with the micro SD card, so I don't know what the storage limits are, or if indeed you can go higher than 64 gigs, which is the biggest actual Vita card. But you can save a lot of money on storage in a new Vita. So, and the other good thing too, you'll have to Google this for yourself. I take no responsibility if your Vita or if your PSN account gets banned, so please research this yourself. But I am 99.9% sure that, like, nobody has gotten banned for having a modded Vita access like the PlayStation Store or the PlayStation Network. Like, they do that on PS4, but at this point in time, I'm pretty sure PS3 and Vita, they do not even tackle that anymore. And I have not heard of anyone being banned for, like, still using their same account on a hacked Vita on the PlayStation Store and stuff. Again, please do your research before you try to do that. If I'm wrong, I really don't want to be the reason your PSN account got banned. But I believe you're safe. Like, I would do the research and then do it myself if I did find it to be safe, because I do believe that they've abandoned that aspect of the Vita. At this point, the only shit they update for the Vita is the PlayStation Store, I believe. Like, they put out firmware updates infrequently that are just, like, fighting with hackers, but, you know, it's a not a winnable fight, right? But, you know, they're prolonging it for, like, 10 years or however long they will. But at this point, the only thing they update for the Vita is the PlayStation Store. Like, they don't even do PlayStation blog posts for Vita games anymore, which, I mean, not that there are, like, significant Vita exclusives releasing anymore, because there aren't. That era is kind of over. I shouldn't say kind of over. That era is very much over at this point. But even like 2 years ago, when there were still some Vita exclusives coming out, they weren't able. I've heard this from two developers who made Vita games. They weren't able to get PlayStation blog posts for their Vita games, which is a bummer. It was like all hands on deck for PS4 and PSVR, which, by the way, I still think is the right choice. Like, I could talk for hours about the Vita and how it was handled and stuff, and like I do have some inside information that I can't share because it's very intimately linked to specific individuals at Sony or other companies. And while like it still bums me out what happened with the Vita and kind of the way it went and the way Sony handled it in some regards. I think they handled some things well, but I think they handled some things really, really poorly. I have a hard time arguing with a lot of their decisions because, like, for the most part, like, the Vita was not successful enough to warrant, like, big investment. It failed very quickly out of the gates. After its first holiday, it was very clear that it was going to have a rough life ahead of it. I don't think anyone expected its life to be quite as rough as it ended up being, since Sony basically stopped greenlighting games after the first year. Greenlighting large games. They still greenlit like some indie titles and smaller developers they worked with, but like they completely stopped greenlighting large games after 2012. It seems like if you just look at the trajectory, like the last major Sony games to come out were, if I'm not mistaken, Freedom Wars and Oreshka 2 in Japan, Oreshka Tainted Bloodlines in the West. Those were the last games to come out, and they came out in what, 2014, 2015, right? So they would have only started development in like 2012. You know, they didn't greenlight anything after 2012. They just stopped dry, which bums me out, but I absolutely think it was the right choice to focus on PS4, you know, because when they showed up to PS4, they fucking did it right, and, you know, had the hugest success on their hands. So they made the right decision. It came at a fair cost. I think people overstate it. Like, I've seen people say, but it was the biggest cost ever. They had to sacrifice an entire console, but like, let's be real, the install base wasn't that big. It wasn't the biggest loss. Like, you annoy a bunch of Vita owners, but it was worth it for them, even if it was a choice that was not really entirely friendly to consumers at all. They did the right thing. For, like, as a company, they did the right thing. So, yeah. TED Talk on the Vita when? God, I don't know, man. I've, like, tried to arrange my thoughts on it, but every time I talk myself through it and figure out, like, okay, how do I sort this, I kind of realize that I feel like there are like 3 different topics, and each of them needs like hours, like, in terms of what I would want to talk about. Like, one of them's like the you know, story of like just the Vita, like from the beginning to the end, because like a lot of people don't know. One of them is like, okay, the beginning of the Vita, you know, what went, I hate this phrase, what went wrong, right? But what went wrong, and of the what went wrongs, what, you know, how much of it was and wasn't preventable? And I think a lot of it wasn't, but there are also some decisions in there that I question a lot. And then, like, the other topic is just, like, you know, what could have been, right, if they hadn't, like, dropped it. And this isn't to say, like, you know, I'm just gonna sit there and just say names of games, like Uncharted Golden Abyss 2, Freedom Wars 2, Soul Sacrifice 2. That's not what I mean, but, like, there are moments where, like, they could have still improved the situation dramatically, and instead nothing happened, you know? Like, I still think one of the biggest missed opportunities for the Vita was when Minecraft released on the Vita, which was, let me just get that date because it's relevant. Minecraft, I believe, was 2013 or 2014. I can't remember which year at this point. It's 2014. It was 2014. Because 2013 was the year after the Vita came out. Spin-off games. Oh my god. Release console versions. Here we go. Vita, October 2014. For me, October 2014, the 2014 holiday season was like a moment where I think they really could have done something. Obviously, it was, you know, it was a little late. You know, 2012 was the launch year. Assassin's Creed, Madden, and Call of Duty were the holiday games. 2013 was a lot drier in general. Killzone came out. Killzone and Tearaway came out just before the holidays, so they were kind of the big ones. And also, I think The Walking Dead Season 1, I think, which of course had a hardware bundle. But then Holiday 2013, I feel like they still had like a solid lineup going into Holiday 2013, and just nothing happened. 2014, because like they had Minecraft, they had Freedom Wars, they had Walking Dead Season 2 and Wolf Among Us, and what was the other game? There was another one. But those were like, that was like the last big batch of like Sony games released on a shelf at once. Minecraft, no, I think Minecraft Physical was published by Sony. Anyway, all of those were published by Sony. There was one other title that I can't recall. But like, Freedom Wars was like kind of a big deal. Not a massive deal, not the biggest thing in the world, but like a lot of people played that game. You know, we can see how many people played that game just by logging in online. Like a lot, like hundreds of thousands of people played that game, many hundreds of thousands. I think the number went over 1 million at some point, but I don't want to say that just because I can't quite remember. It's been years since I checked. And then Minecraft was a big deal because this was the first time Minecraft was on a portable console, but also, what was the other thing? There was another thing, I can't remember. Anyways, the first time it was on a portable console. It was the first time you could get a portable version of Minecraft, like, that was like a full Minecraft experience and not the phone version at the time. So like that was cool too. Borderlands 2 for Vita was May 2014. Yeah, Borderlands 2 for Vita was May 2014. That was it. But the other thing that launched alongside those 4 games and whatever the fucking 5th game was, thank you for letting me ramble here. The other thing that launched was the Vita TV, which was already out in Japan, but launched in the West. And when they launched it in the West, they branded it as the PlayStation TV. And you could see this in the E3 that was leading up to it and just in how they treated it. The PlayStation TV, which is just a Vita without a screen, and it links to a DualShock 3 or 4. It has a few limits, like it can't play some of the touchscreen games, but it's just a Vita that plugs into your TV, right? Cool product, actually, really cool product. The price was right. It was $100, and it was like $130 to get it with an 8 gig memory card and a DualShock, and I think it was like the Lego Movie game or whatever. So for like $130, you could get the controller and the console and a memory card. For like $100, you just got the console, I believe, something like that. But they launched it as the PlayStation TV, and it was like the angle was you can use this to play your PS4 like in another room. You can hook this up to a TV, and you'll be able to remote play your PS4 in another room. The angle was like you can use all these media apps. You know, you can use Netflix, and you can use Hulu, and you can use whatever. Actually, I think there was an issue with Netflix specifically. I think Hulu worked, but I think Netflix specifically had an issue or lack of compatibility with the Vita TV, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. Anyway, the PlayStation TV was kind of like slanted as not. It wasn't a Vita. They weren't pushing it as a Vita. The Vita, it feels like. Of course, I wasn't working at Sony, but you get the sense that they didn't want to put it on the market as a new Vita. They wanted to put it on the market as like this somewhat PlayStation console supplement that was like good for media. And, I think there's value to that approach. Set-top boxes, or not set-top boxes, but like little devices like Rokus and Chromecasts were popular. This one had like a great library of games on top of it, because it's PS1 games as well and PSP games. So it actually has like a really broad selection. I don't think it was like completely wrong of them to try a different angle, but I do think that it's a shame given that Minecraft and Freedom Wars launched right next to it. I really, really strongly feel to this day that if there had been a Minecraft Vita TV bundle or PlayStation TV, whatever the fuck they want to call it, if there had been a Minecraft PlayStation TV bundle, let's say that's the one with the controller and the memory card, so like 140 bucks, whatever, right? That product, I remember thinking this at the time, like, you know, Minecraft was the game before Fortnite, before PUBG, before Fortnite, right? Minecraft was the game still at the time. That would have been the cheapest way to get Minecraft in any given kid's hand, bar none. That would be the cheapest. The only other way would be to luck into a cheap used 360 or a cheap used PS3. That is the cheapest way to buy a new machine and play Minecraft. You know, way cheaper than buying a phone or a tablet for a, at the time, heavily gimped Minecraft, way cheaper than buying any other new console. Like, they would have actually had like a really inexpensive product on the market with like a really solid version of Minecraft. Not perfect by any means, that version, but it's good. And it at the time, I thought they might go for that, and it still bums me out that they just didn't. Which is a shame. I think that would have been a really strong product leading into that holiday, you know? But it wasn't meant to be. And then you also had Freedom Wars, and I think there was a lot you could have done with Freedom Wars as well. Obviously, like, you know, they were in a position where they probably didn't want to be throwing out hardware bundles left and right. You know, they're at this point, you know, Sony's non-Japanese branches were kind of done with the Vita. But, you know, again, rightfully the device, you know, was a total failure in those regions compared to Japan, where it did dramatically better considering. But I think there was stuff you could have done with Freedom Wars too. You could have bundled that with Vita TVs, you know, like that was a game, that was like the last like Vita exclusive that like really got like a meaningful amount of press buzz. Except maybe Severed, but like Severed was a much smaller game as well. But like that was you know, that one got reviews from major outlets. That one got coverage from major outlets. You know, that one was like it was the last like significant exclusive release. And like, I don't know, maybe you could have bundled that with a regular PlayStation TV and expected more core gamers to buy into that and provide their own controller because they're core gamers. The PlayStation TV, of course, does have a gigabyte of built-in memory, like the Vita 2000, so you wouldn't need a memory card if, you know, if the game was like a card. Admittedly, they'd want to give you a code, so maybe I'm not thinking this through. Maybe you'd need to supply a memory card too, which it gets a little worse on. But anyway, Freedom Wars was was the last big one, and I mean, I don't think you should just do things for the sake of doing things. And, you know, they could have cost analyzed it and said, hey, this isn't worth it. But I guess in my head and in my heart, I feel like a cost analysis never happened. I feel like it was just completely off the table. And I guess that's what bums me out about that like 2014 holiday for the Vita, was like you had two big games. You had Minecraft and you had Freedom Wars. And those are, you know, again, not the biggest things ever, but like Minecraft was still absolutely blazing hot at the time, and Freedom Wars was actually like getting buzz among, you know, gaming outlets. You know, people were talking. So, and I mean, you know, you had Wolf Among Us and you had Walking Dead Season 2, both of which had been out prior on other consoles, and those were, you know, obviously they're not, you know, the most attractive games ever, but you had those two on the shelf brand new next to them as well, you know, and they were cheap. They were like $20 on the shelf, like for a physical copy, so they were in the right place at the right price to help like accentuate that winter launch. And those games also do have that sort of like broader appeal that would help moving a device like a PlayStation TV. But just I really strongly feel like pushing the PlayStation TV as not a gaming device probably hurt it. I don't think it got the interest from people who were looking for like a Chromecast or a Roku. I feel like they just went for a Chromecast or a Roku or an Apple TV, because those were absolutely better for media purposes. I don't feel like it was clear enough that like the PlayStation TV it is genuinely like a really good gaming experience that like any of those customers would be expected to realize that it was, you know, like I feel like aiming it the way that it was just made it less appealing to everyone. And I feel like at least if they had like stuck with the Vita TV thing, this is a game box, I feel like they probably would have done better. But admittedly, like this is a world where the PlayStation TV did terribly. So you know, it's a bit of a low bar to do better on, right? So I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys can see from this like tiny sliver of time that I would have many hours of Vita stuff to talk about if I wanted to actually go through the whole thing. Because like I followed it really carefully. I think like I was totally in the right place in my life where I was like out of school, just stopped working. I had a 3DS and I liked it, but I was a little disappointed by the 3DS early on. If you were an early 3DS owner, like the library wasn't very strong. The hardware was not ideal. It's not the most comfortable, the original 3DS, in my opinion, but I know people share that opinion. The screen damages, like the device damages its own screen, the original 3DS. It really does. That didn't get fixed until like properly fixed until quite a few models later. Like the original 3DS was like cool, but a little disappointing, and the 3D was like neat, but you know, after you had it for a little while, it was like, you know, you try it when you get a new game and you make the decision right there, am I going to play through the rest of the game in 3D or not? But it wasn't like, you know, groundbreaking or anything. I mean, the technology is pretty groundbreaking, but like glasses-free 3D and a portable device, that is to say, but it doesn't change your gaming experience so much. So when the Vita came out and like I had the money and, you know, I got it day one, as someone who like kind of liked the PSP enough, but still liked the DS better, I was like, shit, this is it. This is for me, this is like the next handheld that I really am into. And again, like I had money, I was able to buy all the games I wanted to. I wasn't in school, so I had time to play games. You know, just starting Best Friends as well, so it was fun to talk about it on the podcast. Like I was into it, like every day, just like refreshing like the Vita subreddit and like Gematsu and Andrea Sang, rest in peace. You know, refreshing all these websites, like looking up all the Vita news as soon as it hit, you know, like really into it. And so I kind of remember it pretty well. And it helps, like as like shitty as it is, like it helps that like all the important stuff happened between like 2012 and 2015. You know what I mean? It's only 4 years, right? Like we're 2019 now and I still play my Vita and games still come out for it, but like all the important stuff pretty much happened before 2015, so yeah. Matt F8 says, I don't think even the people at Sony have thought this deeply about the mistakes made with the Vita. You know, yeah, it's fun to joke about it. I think they probably have thought about it pretty deeply, but it was a pretty fucking big failure. Like they must have lost a shitload of money on it, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think at least in Japan they would have, you know, but it's tough. The Vita was in a bad place. Like, God, I don't want to get into it. I want to wrap this stream up. So I'll, like, my thesis statement is like the Vita was where it needed to be in the first year. At the beginning of the first year, there was a nice quantity of software coming out for it, but the key software that would really push units wasn't there in the first year in the way it needed to be. The key titles just weren't there. And there were titles that, you know, sold relatively well and pushed units, but they weren't as appealing as they needed to be. And titles that would have been that appealing just didn't exist in that first year. And after that first year, it was over. They're like, since Sony didn't greenlight any games after that, there was no chance. And like that, I have a lot to talk about on that topic, because that goes on forever. That goes on for absolutely forever. But I don't know, it's a fun topic. I like the Vita a lot, so I'm very passionate about that. Oh, I just remembered the other 2014 game that they had was Disney Infinity 2. They had a port of Disney Infinity 2 that came with Black Spider-Man. The Black Spider-Man figure. Sorry, I'm just clicking on shit. And the other, okay, and there was actually one other game as well. Okay, so I was actually forgetting 2 games entirely. So Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes came out September 23rd, 2014. So sort of in the lead up to the holidays. And the other game was Tales of Hearts R, which, you know, remake of a DS Tales game. Not the best Tales game ever, but a fun one. People seem to like it. Came out November 11th, 2014, and that was also only on the Vita. That was the only way to get an English copy was on the Vita. So they had those 6 games: Freedom Wars, Minecraft, Disney Infinity 2, Tales of Hearts R, and Wolf Among Us, and Walking Dead Season 2. Those were the 6. I think there was more stuff you could have done. Anyway, okay, I gotta go. I gotta get going. I'm spending so much time. He prefers the term African American Spider. No, it's the Black Spider-Man. Look at it. That's what it is. I'm telling you. Okay. Streamlabs. Let's crack this open. I think I talked for an extra hour at the end of this stream. Shoutouts tonight to The Morphe, Great Monorail, Diamond Dynamo, Hopeless Dreamer, Surfy Keats, Jaruna Parva, Dodge and Dust, Cody Jones, 004, Cat Yam HD, and Lyra for their subscriptions today. Shoutouts also to Medio for their donation. He says, "Welcome back. Our star has risen again. Keep on shining, senpai." Thank you very much, Medio. I appreciate your continued viewership and your donation. And I know I've said this a bunch of times, and you guys have all been very supportive and respectful, and I really appreciate it. But thank you again for your patience over the last few weeks when I took some unannounced time off. It actually really helped me sort things out. And it sucks for you guys because Sekiro just kind of abruptly ended for a while, but and Metal Gear Acid too. But I'm glad I did it, and I really appreciate that you guys have been so supportive and understanding through that. So thank you all. Yeah, not just you, Medio, but thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. It's appreciate you. Shoutouts to Adrian talking about Black Spider-Man, 0,0,0 Spider-Man, or Sharp FFFFF Spider-Man. Yeah, but the kids wouldn't buy those ones. You gotta write Black Spider-Man. Just make it simple. That's what they want. Oh, hi Frenchie. Didn't notice you there. Anyway, I'm out. I'm gotta go out for real. So let me hit that calendar real quick, and then I'm going. Taking off. So I am gonna be on. So Ghost Giant's gonna just get rescheduled to I don't know. That's gonna get moved. I'll delete that from the calendar so nobody gets confused. So tomorrow I'm actually gonna be on at 5 p.m. again, same time. We're gonna be streaming Metal Gear Acid. We're gonna be picking that up after. Has it been a whole month? It has not been a whole month. I didn't get that far. It's been 22 days since Metal Gear Acid. Over 3 weeks. No, that's a lie. Oh my god, that's a fucking lie. That's a dirty lie. That last Acid stream did get canceled. I remember. It's been well over a month since the last Acid stream. Well over a month. But it's okay. So we're gonna hop back into Acid tomorrow, which should still be a good time because I still like that game, honestly. 5 p.m. and then on Monday, noon, we're going to be playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice again. Later in the week, there's more Acid and Sekiro. And next Saturday, 1 week from today, we have a sponsored Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream where we're going to be playing with Joker offline first, and then we're going to jump into online in one of them private rooms. What are they called? The arenas or whatever? I've seriously never used them. We're going to hop into that and play viewer matches. And I'm going to force myself to just play as Joker, which is going to go as well as you expect. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning in this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed Falcon Age. I know VR streams are always a little quieter and a little more one-sided for both of us, but I still have fun, and I hope you guys still have fun laughing at me as I spin around the room. I still remember that Farpoint video where the screen went black for some reason when the video signal changed, and I was just standing there talking about how amazing technology was, shaking my gun around, and all you guys could see was the camera and not the actual game. I still think that was hilarious. And I know they're not here anymore, but that was super nice to have two of the developers that worked on the game just show up. Again, I didn't actually even like mention to them that I was streaming this today or anything. So, I mean, even if they were just stalking the tag or whatever, like that was nice of them to not just come by and say hi, but they actually like stuck through to the end. So yeah, that was kind of a fun experience too, you know. That was good. That was good. Golfing in this game is great. Come for the Falcons, stay for the golfing, ultimately. Take care, guys. Have a good evening. Sleep tight. Bye-bye.